think I am. But you'll have to mod the channel. I think I am. But you'll have to mod. Is there a way to bring the chat up without the stream?
Yeah, well, you should be able to pop out the chat. There should be like a little cog.
Yeah.
Pop out. You should actually be able to just see the chat. You could probably max it there.
Hello everyone. Tasha's helped me and I now have the chat to the side. So this is the latest and this should archive, hopefully. So what can I talk about now? So we've got a few players on the server here now. And the state of things is pretty good, which is very pleasing for us. People are probably getting sick of this area, so I should probably run somewhere else. We've just about got the new randomized spawn system working, but we haven't yet. Tash, do you just want to check that my sound is actually coming through? You might have to push the unmute on the... Yeah. Oh, and I can see my little thing moving. Yeah. So I can see the chat, so if people do have questions, I can try answer them. In the meantime, I'm just going to go try and run somewhere. A couple of new cool things that have happened. So we did quite a few updates with the zombies, and now you can actually knock the zombies out in the head. And that is actually really useful. So you can actually punch the zombie will fall over and then get back up. And it's very useful for as you're running around, particularly if you don't have a melee item, it can really help things. Another quite important thing is that this baseball bat's worn, so the damage of the actual item itself has quite an effect on how that item actually functions. So a worn bat does not do as much damage as a like a pristine bat. So there has been some improvements to. So let's try the zombie here. I'm going to try punching him in the head. So once he's noticed me, there we go. He's real peed off. Oh, he's going to try jump me up. So there we go. You see, he's fallen over. He's going to get back up, and he's going to come towards me. So I'm bleeding. He's really angry. There we go. Bam, there goes down. So it allows you to actually be, you know, really quite useful against a zombie, even with just your fits, if you're really skilled like I am. Getting really into this. Uh-oh, we got another zombie. I think it's time to get the baseball bat out here and really. Yeah. Oh, it's Soma there. Hi, Soma. How you doing? Another thing that people might like as well is the connection messages. I've just disabled them for the moment. We're going to look at options for what we can do with them. Well, this is really not going that well. Okay, I'm just going to very quickly here bandage myself. Oh god. Oh god. She's still awake, so there's an example of I whacked her in the head. Now I try and take her out. She's gone down again. So my bat's slowly getting, it's taking damage, so its durability's going down. Oh god, there's a zombie coming. Oh no, it's a player. Hello? Okay, I had this bug before, damn it. Alpha. So it's telling me I've got something in my hands, but I actually don't. Which is really irritating. So that probably means I'm going to die, but maybe that means I can demonstrate the respawning system, which we've put in. Sort of as a temporary measure just with the alpha. Just be 1 second, guys. So now we're running along. Where are we running, Tosh? Brian, you get yours set up, and Tosh, you move yours over. You see if you can jump your character to where I am, and then we can run around. Brian can move you. Okay, sorry about that, people. Oh, it says unable to connect to chat.
Yeah, that's Twitch, dude. Twitch does that all the time. Twitch chat is fine up.
Will I still be in the chat?
Look, you're still streaming, but nobody can see the chat. They're all getting the same message you are.
Oh. Okay, so I guess I'll carry on. So you can see here after my little, I guess, fun times with the zombies, you can see the helmet's completely ruined. So the motorbike helmets are actually quite useful now. We haven't got the sound distortion in yet, but the sound distortion is going to make quite a big difference, I think, to how the game actually plays out. Same with the shirt. So the shirt actually provides me protection from bleeding and stuff like that. So that every different item has different attributes for how it protects you from shock damage, how it protects you from all different kinds of damage and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find some water, find some food, because if I have my food and water full, or at least, you know, I'm not thirsty and I'm not hungry, then my body will start regenerating blood and things like that. You can see we've also had some improvements in client frame rate as well, which really we haven't been necessarily actively pursuing, but they've just been kind of come out along the way. Oh, it says welcome to the chat room. Oh, it looks like we got V here. Oh dear. Please turn off post-processing. Why? What's wrong with post-processing? No, I've turned off rotational blur. No, I never remember where anything is. Is that better? When is the release date, Rocket? Oh. Is there a global inventory? So at the moment, the way we have it is that it's all synchronized to the database. But what we're going to do is we are going to look at having permanent items on servers, on allowing password protected servers which will lock you to that server, so you'll only have a character on that server. When we can allow very large numbers of player on a server, that might be the time where we restrict it, one server, one character. If you've got 400 odd people can be on the server, then it's going to be fine. So there has been a lot of improvements. You can see now with my helmet that it's actually visually damaged. So we've been going through with all items and adding those different kind of states. And I really can't wait until we get the sound distortion for, with the helmet working. That's going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't know why my rendering resolution is there. I don't really want to screw with all that because I have to restart the game. So I don't want to mess around too much with the settings. I'm cooking dinner at the moment as well, so I'm like multitasking. Brian and Tasha here. Oh, really? Have you set up the TeamSpeak, Brian? Why am I eating? Probably because you have to. Yeah, well, like obviously we do want to expand the game, and obviously Eve's a big inspiration, but I think it's really important that everything functions more or less correctly. There's still a lot of bugs that we've got. We've got a really nasty bug at the moment where sometimes when you spawn in it creates two characters. One of your character has all your stuff, and when you push your control keys it actually moves them both around. So we need to fix a lot of that stuff first. Well, I've kind of spawned in an area where a lot of people have gone through and killed all the zombies. At the moment we've got the zombie bodies instantly disappearing, just so that we can see how many zombies we can actually spawn in without worrying about cleanup and all that kind of stuff.
Connected. You were moved.
Testing. Because I...
User was moved to your channel.
now I need to find...
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. What up?
Just
Word.
watching, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so we've had a pretty good week. So your role, and Brian's and Tasha's when they can be stopped being lazy, is to try and prompt me for questions so I don't have to concentrate on everything all the time.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Like, you know,
All
what
right,
you
folks.
wearing? How you doing?
Actually, that's a good question. What are you actually wearing? Is it cold over there? Are you bundled
No,
up and
it's
warm?
well, we're in my. We've finished the work for the day, and we're in my apartment, and I am cooking dinner, and I'm probably about to burn it. Hold on.
Macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. That's what he's making. That's my guess.
Okay, Jordan, you're live, just so you know.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm watching the stream. It looks,
Okay.
The game looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, so we had a pretty interesting week. A lot of bugs fixed, a lot of bugs created.
All right, so
Well, I
you
got a
guys will
syncing
ask
issue
some
here.
questions. You guys will ask some questions. I can start relaying them to Rocket. Will there be music in the game? Says Ocam.
No. We might add it so that later on people can maybe add their own music or come up with a pack or a music pack or something like that. But I think we're kind of just really focused at the moment on this core stuff. We thought about it a bit. Maybe we could come up with something. We've talked a bit with a few composers and stuff like that, so it's something we can do. But certainly for the alpha, which is obviously, you know, not too far away, we want to. We just don't have time.
Right, yeah. I always loved the ominous track that came with the mod. That slight
Yeah.
beat in the background, I love that. It really added a lot to the experience.
Yeah, some people really like them, some people don't. We'd like to do it, but it's not something we're obviously going to delay getting everything out for.
Yeah, of course.
I might restart the server, Brian, so that we actually have zombies. Looks like everybody's been through and killed all these.
Well, I know he's talked about this a little bit earlier, but now there's a lot more people in here. Register TV says, how has the server performance been coming along? It's kind of a broad question, but...
It's good. I was likening it to... damn it, is there a wall here?
Server reboot incoming.
Okay. I should probably just disconnect. One last look for stuff. Yeah, the server performance has been a lot... Oh my god. Do not restart yet.
Oh, I should restart it right now. I really should, for all the times you've done it to me.
Okay.
Restart it before he gets the scope. No.
I will answer your question in a second. Oh yeah, there's a bit of an echo. Is that me? Is that me causing that? No, it's you, Kuwait.
It can be. I'm muted.
Yeah, but this isn't.
For the love of God. Here's the headset.
You
Use the
kids are
headset.
just...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Brian Hicks. You can blame him for that, among other things. Brian, there is 2 DayZ testing servers.
Oh, looks like that died again.
Have you seen my
Maybe not for
baseball?
everybody. Have you seen my baseball? I need to rewatch that. It's such a great film. American classic. Oh man, my chat completely died. That sucks. What time is it over there?
So this is one of probably our biggest blocking bugs here is, at the moment, sometimes when you spawn in, you get 2 of your character. And it's really annoying.
That is weird. Can you kill yourself?
No, you can't. Oh, sweet. So it hasn't doppelganger me, which is good. What's this? Some M4 stuff. I don't know where the M4s are, and I think I have to go to Green Mountain or somewhere to find one. So it's the nearest place. So I'm just gonna skip that. Okay, where were we?
Someone asked about server stability and how the testing of this was coming along for an alpha release.
Really good. Like, I think the big problem we have at the moment is that doppelganger. So we're working on that a bit today. That we're probably fixing for Monday. Oh, sweet compass. Yeah, and that's really our big issue now. Is that yeah, is that. Other than that, performance is pretty good. It could be better. We've got a lot of bold sort of plans in order to fix it, but some of them, we're kind of dividing them into 2 parts. The stuff that we can conceivably do in the short term for the alpha, and the stuff that we're just going to have to wait longer for.
Well, I believe in you.
Believe
in you. Believe in you. Is your chat busted? Because mine's currently crashed, so...
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, okay, you're lucky.
Someone's just typing, like...
Let me refresh mine.
I think they think I'm saying it's releasing Monday. Or something. Apparently. I mentioned the word Monday, so it must be on Monday. You feel extremely tired. I do feel extremely tired.
I told them that the release date is actually written down on a big banner that's tied to an airplane, and it's going to fly over their house. They need to run outside and wait for it to fly over.
I can't play DayZ properly. Someone's going to have to dish up the dinner.
Macaroni and cheese and hot dogs?
You'll have to divide the lamb into, because there's 3 people and there's 2 lots of it, so you're going to have to divide it up.
Hope you're not
Oh, look, one of the things that I'm really excited about, that we don't have it in yet, but is really exciting, is, so nighttime is an eternal problem, as I'm sure you know from the mod. And what the hell direction am I going? So nighttime, always a problem for us. And
again in TeamSpeak.
Brian, I think you're still echoing. Yeah, so it's just a never-ending problem for us. One of the big problems is that point source lighting doesn't work properly. It doesn't highlight the materials. You can actually see a symptom of it here. You can see the materials aren't actually being applied to the character. When the screen eventually gets there, you'll see it. Oh wait, that's right. You see it. You hear me before you see it. So that character, the screen in the inventory, he's not getting the material effects either. So it means that that's why nighttime doesn't look very good. And we know how to fix that. We've got someone working on that now. And I think once that comes through, it's going to make a really, really big difference.
Fantastic. That's awesome. So is it like a true pitch black night? Like you're going to need flashlights and flares, or will stars and the moon help?
Well, again, I guess it depends on the cycle. At the moment, we've got it so that the server defaults to the time of the server that it's being run on.
Copy that. Copy that. Cool.
We want to go through and replace all these refrigerators with actual objects that you can open, but that's not an alpha.
Well, here's a question that I get in my chat all the time. So, and I kind of already possibly know what the answer is going to be, but here it is anyway from Fireteam Echo. Can DayZ ever come to console?
Yes. Yeah, it can.
Cool.
Definitely. Oh, can I?
Well, there you go, Fireteam.
I can't.
There you go.
Why haven't we done that yet? I should really make it so, because you can actually open a can with a knife. So yeah, I guess the big differences have been, other than bug fixing, have been improving the melee system so that the items themselves degrade when you do the melee, and also they do damage proportional to the amount of damage that they've actually received.
Very nice. That's awesome. Worn bat. Cool. Let's get some more questions here. Can you move and do actions? For example, can you bandage and walk at the same time? From Alper, the streamer.
It really depends on the action. So certain actions you can. Our animators are still going through it, so you'll notice, probably people have noticed, that you can actually grab a weapon while you're running, a rifle. But unfortunately, we haven't finished off doing so. Oh, you can. So they have finished it. So you can see there, I'm grabbing the bat. I'm putting it on my back at the same time. So certain items you can. So there, I've got a knife. Put the knife away.
Very
That
nice.
was terrifying.
That was so awesome. I want to stab a player with a knife so badly. I know that sounds creepy.
Yeah, so there's been a few updates on this kind of stuff, like I was saying before. So my clothes are pretty ruined, so they're probably not going to provide me any real, like, a lot of benefit. But certain, like, you can get anti-stab vests and stuff like that that don't provide you ballistic protection, but provide you protection against knives and stuff like that.
Cool. That is awesome. Wow. That is really cool. So, is there a much larger amount of items in the standalone that do different things with their different stats, as opposed to the mod, where it's just, you know, your basic medical supplies, your bandage for bleeding, your morphine for legs, food, drinks, etc.? Is there a lot more to it?
Yeah, there's a heap more to it in terms of that stuff.
Excellent.
And we're only really just getting started with it, I guess. We want to expand the way rags work and stuff like that. Randomly, I have ended up running to the same place I did last week. What the hell?
It was meant to be. You should build a home here. Settle
Should.
down.
Yeah, it's good to go. Our dinner has arrived. I don't know whether you had any other questions, Soma. Otherwise, I'm just going to run.
Oh, you can run around. I'm just coming up with just questions I can see in the chat. But my chat keeps crashing, but as I see them, I'll relay them your way. Okay. Are there any more items that require other players, like blood bags do in original DayZ? From Ozo Dio.
Ooh, quite a few. God, there's just so many items. There's about 400 items at the moment, so there's a whole heap of them. I think administering some... No, the injections you can do them. Actually, maybe there's not too many. Maybe a lot of them are that you're able to... Yeah, so maybe most of them are like that. Oh, I keep getting
So
stuck
blood
on-
bags still requires a friend to help you out then?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, very cool.
I think we are planning on having some of the stuff that you can do them on yourself, but it takes longer, or maybe there's more risk, that kind of stuff.
Right. So in terms of clothing and whatnot, someone was asking about finding the original Survivor, Bandit, and Hero skins. Is that possible, or is it just mismatched clothing and whatnot that you can just customize yourself as you find it? Just
It's
kind of a weird question, but I love the Hero skin.
Yeah, I do like the Hero one as well. It's really just mismatched for the moment. We want to add in
Cool.
new stuff as it comes in, and we will. Oh, here's
Very
a cool
cool.
building. Can I get up? Can I crawl up? We really want to do climbing and stuff as well, but there's just so much stuff we want to do, but you got to be so careful and get everything in. Brian, is loot still floating inside the office building? We had one building that was causing us problems.
Floating loot is the most epic, so make sure you grab it.
I
Most
think
epic
my
thing.
motorbike helmet's ruined, so there's really no point in me keeping that. I'm going to grab some more bandages. And do I want
It's a
to...
cute shirt. It's a cute shirt. Oh wow, it turned into rags. That's awesome. I'm excited. So excited.
So we're going to be changing those little textual indicators as well. We're not really happy with them, but I discussed that last time. I'm trying to think of things I didn't tell people about last time. What's this? Painkillers.
When was the last stream? That was a couple weeks ago, right?
No, it was last week, I think.
Last week, okay.
If I find another player, there's a blood bag kit there. The hell is that? Vitamins. They're quite useful, actually. Oh, so this is a good little find here. Oh, blood testing kit.
Very
Test
nice.
my blood.
That's really cool.
Generic medical animation. I am B positive. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I am B positive.
I'm A positive IRL.
Yeah, in real life, I think I'm A positive as well. We're blood buddies.
Ooh, we could rub cuts together.
We could.
Just kidding. Okay.
And everyone's leaving the chat. Wow, what? There's one person saying something there I'm not going to repeat.
Oh no. Blood testing kit, that is so cool.
Oh, here, this is cool as well. So, gloves.
I like how your character
Okay.
feels extremely tired. So when you feel extremely tired, what happens? What do you have to do?
Actually, that stuff is, that stuff needs to be changed. It probably means my character's hungry, and maybe he's lightheaded because he's really thirsty as well.
Okay.
What the hell? What is this, like a scope factory? I've already got one of those. God damn it. We're changing this as well so that military loot should only really spawn in military places.
Are there more than just northeast, northwest, and below for military?
Yeah, there's quite a few of these new big military camps which are quite cool.
Hell yeah, that is awesome. And the swamp, that's still in, right? Because I thought that was awesome too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Swamp's cool. The swamp is awesome.
I just got an M4.
Ooh.
I am going to...
Hell yeah.
Oh, we fixed up the reload animations. Well, we actually fixed up the whole gestures, which was great, because they were completely broken. This is actually the first M4 I've found in like normal DayZ testing, so kind of freaking out right now. What I want to do is find a player. I don't know where all the zombies are. Mildly disturbing. Maybe this is one of the towns that hasn't been configured for zombies yet. Maybe they're stalking me quietly.
The weapon looks cool. It looks really fluid and good in first person. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to make it look good. Like, you play something like Payday where they have a separate first person like positioning and camera and all that from the rest of it. Whereas with DayZ, it's actually... see, I think a player's been through here. It's actually... Yeah, it's actually in its actual position. I said actually a lot there.
Actually, it wasn't that much.
Actually.
So if you have ammo in your inventory or just like in your pockets or wherever, and you need to reload, can you just hit R to reload, or do you need to go into your inventory and take that clip, put rounds into the magazine, and then load it? Or how does it work?
Yeah, so at the moment it does do that. Like, whoa, what the hell? Did you...
Ruh-roh.
Someone's stream sniping me.
I feel you on that one. I know how it goes.
I'm probably not being very tactical here. Tactical. Yeah, so you can at the moment, but I'm a little bit... we've got some problems with it because it uses traditional... The R button uses the traditional armor mechanics, so it can end up disappearing some of your magazines. Duct tape, always useful. Never know who you're going to need to tape up with that.
Lyric bomb.
Is Lyric there?
I think he's bombing the chat. He might be coming in.
Nice.
01 and 07 to you, Mr. Lyric.
I'm eating my dinner at the same time as doing this. Multitasking.
So it's lamb and what else?
Oh, lamb, roast lamb, covered in balsamic vinegar glaze with,
Jesus.
what are these? Asparagus.
Mmm.
And corn on the cob.
That sounds alright. Sounds decent, I guess. That sounds amazing.
So someone asked about vehicles. With everything in this, we really want to just spend some time and do it properly with them. So that's going to be after post-alpha. I wish I had a... I'm not sure whether I've configured it for this scope to work on the M4 yet. No, I haven't.
Oh my god, I just realized my stream is in medium, not in source. Wow, it looks way better now. Holy
It does
crap.
look a lot better, and I'm currently all
Jesus.
fuzzy because I've lost a bit of blood and stuff. And I feel faint. My character must be thirsty, maybe? Have some of these.
There's that. It seems like I mean, it's the same setting and whatnot, the same buildings and whatnot, but graphically the game looks to be it looks to be improved, like, quite a bit. How
It
did you
has.
guys go about doing that? Is it because
Well-
it's the attack on helicopters? Or is it take on helicopters, rather, that you're
It's
using that engine?
mainly we looked at Arma 3, and because Arma 3 is running... Arma 3 is running... Oh, this is cool. I can show you this. What the... Another M4? Another one? Really? So... Arma 3 is running DirectX 11. We're running DirectX 9. So we've had to use a lot of, I guess, trying to figure out how something's happening and all that kind of stuff to actually make it work properly. So, yeah, we've improved a lot of that stuff, fixing a lot of graphical glitches. We've got a programmer from the Carry Command team whose speciality is graphics programming, and he is the one who's going through and he's fixing nighttime now. So I'm really looking forward to what he comes up with.
Very nice. Very cool.
I am going to set up a gas cooker.
That is awesome.
Oh, check this out. Yeah, mountain backpack.
Cool.
Ah.
That's a lot of room. That's awesome. That's cool.
So a lot of people have said about the colors and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to add a lot of civilian stuff, and we are adding some semi-Western stuff as well, because we want some of it to be a little bit familiar, but we've also got a lot of plans for some very authentic Russian-y stuff, in case there's any Russians in the stream who get all upset. that the liberties we're taking. I'm going to go somewhere safe. So the way we spawn stuff is actually dynamically done. Oh, a rotten kiwi. There is no such thing as a rotten kiwi.
Eat it. Mm.
I think I can actually get sick from that. I was going to, but...
A badly damaged rotten kiwi. Could nurse it back to health.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't wait till we get the planting in. So that's coming in reasonably quickly after the alpha goes out. We've just got a few issues associated with that we've got to solve. So now I can attach the gas canister onto here. And I lost it. Great.
Womp womp.
Alpha. I don't know what's going on there. Is it? No, we don't have that many people on. What's the frame rate on the server, Brian? I'm kind of sad now. Like, I wanted to show you, and it's like gone. I don't know whether to hang around and wait and see if it comes back on, or... well, I mean, I suppose it's a good advertisement. This is what you guys are signing up for. The magical disappearing, whatever it was, camping stove.
Gas cooker.
Well, it looked cool.
I suppose in time we can learn to forgive you.
We'll just
Find it in our
pretend
hearts.
that it got disappeared in the ground and disappeared. Yeah. Okay.
You buried it. 'Cause
Yeah,
no
so-
one else could have it.
Brian's just let me know that probably the reason that's happening is we've dropped below 10 FPS on the server. And basically when that happens, things go nasty.
Ah, okay.
So probably one of the optimizations I was trying didn't work. We've been trying a bunch of different optimizations and different things. This is a new structure, I think. Yeah, it is, like these little holding
Yeah, that's
things.
cool. Yeah, that's new. So I don't know if it's okay to talk about, but people are asking about monetization. So what is the plan for the alpha release into the actual release of the game in terms of what
That's a
people
good
will be
question.
paying?
So it's just going to be the pay to buy it on the early access in Steam. So it will be a lot cheaper on early access. And then after that, you don't have to pay for it. And there'll be no like purchase items or anything like that.
That's awesome. Awesome. So they pay for the game once, and they can play it whenever they want after that, as long as they can get
Yep.
online. Awesome. That is great to hear. That's
And look,
great to hear.
there's a lot of things that people will see and they're like, oh, I hate it how it does this, I hate it how it does that. We're looking at redoing how the whole action menu system works. But if we just redid everything all the time, then no one would ever play the game and it will never come out. So we've really reached a point now where we've said, okay, we're just going to finish off the big bugs and then just release it. So you can see even now, this is a server under extreme amount of strain. Something's wrong with it. Probably the latest build has something wrong in it. But even then, it's still kind of playable.
No, it looks awesome. It seriously does. Here's a good question. So, even though you're already done with, like, animations and whatnot, is it possible to get you back in the bodysuit and in the mocap studio again? just for fun.
I'm
just asking.
sure we can do that, definitely.
Okay. Okay. We'll get a camera crew over there ASAP, and we'll set it all up.
Indeed.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
I don't have to do the right-click thing. I could put it in my hands and then just select the action menu, but for some reason I find, especially seeing how you can still move around with the inventory screen, I tend to find that I spend a lot of time in here. And I just do the actions from here. So it's really over to everyone how they want to do it.
Here's a pretty good question right here, actually. At launch, will people be able to host their own servers, or will they have to wait before they can host their own?
So this is kind of the million-dollar question. I guess one of the big problems that we have is trying to ensure security, and we just don't know. We don't know about all the vulnerabilities. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that we've patched and changed. Entire systems are completely changed, but you're just never quite sure. So what we're really going to do is whatever it takes to really secure it. So we've actually been working with some of the people who hosted the mod to see if we can get servers for launch, and then we're just going to have to kind of take it as it comes and see what happens.
All right. Here's a question that's been answered in the past, but it's a good question. Are there any explosives in the game, like IEDs, grenades, etc.?
We still have the code for it, but we're again, it's kind of if you want to do something, you want to do it properly. So an example being dropping items, throwing items, rather than making it so that only grenades can be thrown and stuff like that, we want to make it so that players can throw anything. And
cool.
To do that, we're using this new physics library, Bullet Physics, which is a middleware. So you purchase a license to use the thing or whatever, and you can implement it. Actually, I think it's open source. And so we've been working on that, and that's kind of part of how we're doing, I guess physics and throwing and stuff like that. We've been looking at how to do flares and that, but I really think that we should actually just wait and do it properly after the alpha, have it so that you can throw any items and all that kind of stuff. And I guess that applies to everything. It's kind of disappointing, I'm sure, for some people, but I just think it's really important, and I kind of hope that what we're showing so far gives people an idea that, you know, if we take the time and we do it properly, that good things can come from it.
Absolutely. So, overall, in testing, you guys have come to the conclusion that it is running smoother and better than the mod, and that it's definitely ready for people soon to check out. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I mean, I should have upped the resolution for this a bit for Twitch, but I just don't want to screw around with it now in case it crashes. But it's definitely, we've noticed an improvement on client frame rate, although we haven't focused on client frame rate yet. that will be something that we'll focus on later. We have some problems with the way textures are managed, which is one of the reasons for the slowdown when you're inside like a city or something like that.
Right, right.
So, you know, there's a few people on the server.
Here's a question from Big Haas. Will a player get single broken limbs, i.e. a left arm or right arm, left leg, right leg, etc., or is it just legs?
We're looking at getting fractures in and stuff like that, but we haven't got that in yet. That's, again, it's something I'm really big on, and we want to kind of do that when we do the sounds and stuff like that, so that you can get cues, so that you can actually hear that it's happening and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm just demoing people that you can actually take stuff while you're running.
How many hotkeys can you have on your bar?
10.
And that's good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's the 1 to 0 keys. I don't really use them that much. I tend to find I do pretty much everything from in here. You can actually, you know, close the containers. I can take the magazine off, strip it of its ammunition. Whoa. Brian, we've got a nice cool little bug there. I just doubled my ammunition. Let's see if it does that again. All right. Is it server performance related? No, so it's only doing it once. So this is an example of, this is why it's so important for us to improve server frame rate and stability and stuff like that, so that we don't have those kind of bugs. Things that happen when the server frame rate gets low.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually thinking of having it that the server won't run if it gets below 10 frames. It will actually tell people I need to be restarted or something like that.
Oh, there goes my chat again. Damn it. Derpy derp. Okay. That backpack looks awesome.
Oh yeah,
Is there still the coyote backpack too?
no. So what we did is, it's the kind of thing we've done with everything. So we've said, okay, we're gonna make everything really good, and everything has its own damage textures and all that kind of stuff. So we've put a lot of effort into that. And at the moment there are 4 backpacks. There's a smaller sort of school bag style backpack. There's this mountaineering backpack. There's a hunting backpack, which is a much more traditional Russian style. There's an improvised backpack that you can craft from like a burlap sack, sticks and a rope. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
It's the kind of thing that each week we'll be releasing new items, and one week there'll be a Alice pack come in, that kind of stuff.
That is really, really cool.
So I see people are getting a bit hurt about it in the chat. It's really just rather than copying everything over that was previously in the game, we decided that we wanted to redo it with the latest techniques, with much improved quality. Like, maybe you can't see it, but if you compare this running animation to the mod one, unarmed, like, it's much better, and actually the proportions are. So I know some people didn't like the new skeleton, but actually the proportions of the forearms are real humans now, whereas previously in armor they weren't.
I loved the way those long, stiff arms looked in Arma 2. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, they caused us a real problem.
Arm paddles. No, the skeleton looks good, I think. It looks great. Well, actually, let me turn up my volume on the stream for a second. So, the sounds, this is just me being nitpicky, the sounds of your feet whenever you run. Mm-hmm. Is it always going to be like that loud, or are you guys like fixing and fine-tuning sound design too as you guys are getting close to the alpha release?
So we got one of the... What the heck's up here? We got one of the Arma 3 team to actually join us and help out and suggest a few changes. We've hired a new audio designer, and he is going to be responsible for helping us basically improve the sounds. So we have changed the sounds a little bit, the noises of the feet. Another thing I think I mentioned online, I might have mentioned it in the stream, one of the new programmers we got, one of his first tasks was to allow it so that different footwear can actually change the sound that your feet is making.
Okay, that's awesome. That's what I was.
But unfortunately, for that to happen, we need new sounds, and it's a lot of work to add new sounds. Like, there's about 20 different types of landscape, like gravel or grass and that. So for each new footwear type, we'll have to go through and record those sounds. It's not. It just takes time.
Right.
So. Well, we got
cool,
a lot of people were very upset that we kept the same sounds. So Brian actually went through and spent a bit of effort to actually pull in some different sounds, and then we got the Arma 3 audio guy to make some little changes and stuff like that.
Brian's my hero.
He is.
My hero.
What's he doing? He's playing with his phone, looking at me funny.
When is Athos going over there? Do you
When
know?
is who?
Athos, the doggy.
Little puppy man.
Oh, the puppy. I see the puppy. I'm not sure. I don't
miss that little
I
shit.
don't trouble myself with these trivial domestic matters. I want to get a cat or a dog, but I don't think I'm allowed. I have to become a permanent resident or something before I can get one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just pick up a stray. Bring in like 4 or 5 stray animals and just make friends with them.
I have a stray Matt and a stray Brian. I think that's enough.
Where is Matthias? Is he not around today?
I think he's with his lady friend.
He's on a date.
He is on a date.
Oh, that is the most precious thing I've ever heard.
It is. They were whispering to each other at work today.
Did they hold hands?
Probably. I didn't want to look around.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So I guess the thing that I am most pleased with is the inventory system. I think it's really cool, and I think that's. What do you reckon, Tush? You're here. You say so. You've been playing it. You say some stuff. I have no ability to have any perspective because I've been working on this for 2 years. So all I see is the problems.
Well, from my perspective, it's fucking awesome. I think that's.
You might be a little biased. You might want to provide. I have hit the edge of the map. Oh my god.
Cool.
Debug planes. Here I am.
That's awesome.
It's called vamping, isn't it? When you try and fill up what's happening. At least they haven't died yet in this stream. Someone just asked, "Who's the little boy talking?"
That there's little Tashi. Hello, Tashi.
That's my chimney sweep, governor.
I saw the shoes for 2 pennies every week.
Oh, 2 little pieces
Oh.
of copper.
We're also going to have it that you can shoot birds too. We haven't fixed that yet.
Oh, that is amazing. That is freaking awesome. That'd be fun. I could just see people just going bird hunting all the time. That's
Well, we
freaking
want to
sick.
put a lot into the hunting. We're probably a couple of days away from the animals being implemented properly. So we've got the AI done. I just have to position them in. We're just going to be really careful when we add new stuff because of server performance and that. So something I've added today has screwed up server performance, and that's why I lost my cooker.
Oh. Ooh, can you confirm the addition of a Sasquatch or Bigfoot in game?
We don't have a Sasquatch or Bigfoot, I'm afraid.
Oh.
We do have, yeah, we do employ some Sasquatches, but
Any other wildlife that we could possibly expect besides birds and rabbits, etc.?
so we've got
at
a
all?
deer, we've got
Ooh,
a
pretty.
rat,
Mm.
so there's boar, there's sheep, which people have already seen before. No, animals are not remodeled bicycles, so we've actually hired an animator, and his job is going to be specifically doing animals. So part of our later on stage in the roadmap, one of the first, I guess, big things we're going to put in terms of animals is actually horses. So we know how to do them.
Oh.
And we're already actively working on, from an animation standpoint, the dog as well, which was long rumoured to come into the mod, and I don't think it ever did. And, so yeah, dog and horse, I'm quite excited about.
That is amazing. Oh man, I am so excited.
Oh, I almost forgot. So, I wish I'd sort of hacked myself in this, but you can get I showed Brian this before, a pistol holster. So we've now created proxies within proxies, which allow us to do holsters. We can add attachment slots to the back. So see on my backpack here, I've got these little straps. What we're going to have it, and I haven't got this for here, I've only got it working for the holster. You'll be able to drag the baseball bat like on there, and instead of going inside the backpack, it can actually attach it to the side of it. So you don't have to.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be quite awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah.
So excited.
Can I show the low graphic mode? This graphics are pretty low at the moment. You can ask any questions as well. They don't have to be like correct, or you can even say that doesn't look so good or this doesn't look so good. Otherwise, I'll just have to talk, because we've got to try and manage people's expectations. Mind you, this, plenty's gone wrong in this stream, so I think one thing that we are looking at doing is the ability to repair items and stuff like that. Your tooltips for this is broken, but.
Alright guys, let's get some good questions.
It's foggy at the moment. The weather's coming in a bit. I think it's still dawn.
Sun looks good through the tree there, that's awesome. Back to the game, huh?
Nice.
Chainsaws, question mark.
Yep, chainsaws are in. They still need a bit of work though, just from an animation perspective and things like that.
Right.
In terms of how you hold them and revising all that kind of stuff.
Cannibalism confirmed, question mark.
Yes.
Ooh.
So we can go people hunting.
That's my favorite activity in DayZ.
Everybody hates it how I use the compass all the time. I think I got like... Oh, I need to remove it. I can remove it from having that little action menu thing there. You don't need it. You don't really care if you open and close the cover. I've made an orienteering compass, which is really cool because you can adjust the slide like it is in real life.
That looks so freaking cool. Wow. Oh man, I want this game now. Oh.
Yeah, but look at all the bug we just had before. I guess the real big one is that doppelganger, and you saw that before, where you join in there's two of your character. That's like an absolute blocker that has to be solved.
Right.
And I'll try going back through the changes I made so that we don't have the problem we did before, where like when I was doing this, it wasn't working and that kind of stuff. So. It works 99% of the time, but then it's just sometimes it doesn't, and we need to stop those sometimes it doesn't times from happening. What are these? Painkillers here.
So stashes and tents and whatnot, are they persistent after server restarts? Can we still save them?
We're about halfway along having persistent objects in the world. They're not going to hold up the alpha, so that so it's doable. It's on our roadmap. It's coming pretty quickly after the alpha. And it won't just be tents and stuff like that. I guess the big one is probably tents, stashes, also notes, and growing plants and things like that. But they'll be server specific, and they all move towards our aim, which is to have large numbers of players able to be on the servers. Obviously we'll need new maps for that, big maps, and seamless maps where you can run to the edge and maybe go into either a new server or a new map or that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done with that, but yeah, I don't know, we're really happy with how the progress has been on it. Like you say, there's a lot of nitpicky stuff that we've been tidying up some of it, but we just need to tidy up more and more of it. The sounds is probably a big one.
Right. So, this is like down the line question, of course. Can people expect to see, and you could just kind of mention other maps, but people can expect to see other maps then in the future besides Charnaris?
Yeah, and definitely like modding is 100% confirmed, but not initially on release, because we're worried about what the performance and the security of things, and trying to just make sure everything gets put together and works properly.
Right. Yeah, I would take my time on that too, of course. Yeah. Absolutely. Once modding is enabled, things get a little cray-cray, right?
Yeah, like, I just think we have to make sure things work so that we don't get conflicts and then things breaking and then people don't know whether it's the game that's breaking or it's the mod that's breaking. Probably about 70% of my time with the standalone has been spent removing scripts. So I take something, pull it out, talk with the programmers, and we actually make it work in the engine. And it's so much more efficient. An example is loot spawning. When we first started, loot spawning was happening via script like it does in the mod. We spawn at the moment, in this world, there's 15,000 loot items. And those are spawned in by the engine, and it's able to spawn them in 40 seconds. With the mod, and with the initial standalone that was script-based, it wasn't even physically possible to do that. At 5,000 objects, it ran out of memory and crashed. But even at 5,000 objects, it would take 10 minutes for those objects to be spawned in.
Wow.
So that's an example. A lot of the time spent doing that. Some of the inventory system stuff is still script-based, and that's why it tends to break. So some of this stuff. So just when I kind of get free time, in inverted commas, I go through and I pull functions into the engine, and then they work much, much, much faster.
Very nice. Wow, that chat spam.
Yeah.
Bunch of crying children. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I love you guys.
I don't know how we lock it for subscriber only. Someone did that when I was in stream the other day, answering questions.
You can put it in slow mode actually. If there's a mod, I'm actually not a mod in the channel. I do it myself.
Twitch I have no idea how to do this stuff. I've been trying to learn. Like, I think streaming, content creation, stuff like that. I think it is important. I know people get really upset about it, or not upset, but maybe emotive about it. But I think.
Oh, thanks, Shannon.
I think it's.
Shannon, thank you.
Oh, Shannon.
Shannon, heart, Shannon.
Shannon can ask questions as well if she wants. We might be getting tired of asking questions. And Quo's not asking questions. The little chimney sweep boy.
Little Tashy. The little Tashy that could.
And I did.
Asheria.
I really like the gloves. Like, having stuff like gloves and that, I think is really cool.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome too. It really does look really cool. Why is the... Okay. Oh man, I gotta refresh my chat. It crashed again.
Every time someone spams give SA, a little orphan boy is shot.
That is a lot of dead orphan boys.
Brian, you should come to my... Oh wait, Brian's asleep. Maybe run Tash up in debug mode and see if you can get her to come to my position and we can show off like blood bags or something. I just feel like I'm boring people with running simulator, which is the game, but like we all have limited time. We all have lives, right? Even you, Soma, you have a life, right?
I don't... What do you mean?
Yeah. What is this life you speak of?
I don't understand. I'd say 50% of my stream is me running in the woods, but that gives me a good opportunity to talk to the chat though, so that's good.
True.
That is the good thing about running a simulator.
Well, now we've got, I think it's on slow mode, right? So now we can actually read building. So people keep asking about building. Definitely. Like, but we have to do it kind of in stages. So that's why first stage for us is being able to have persistent objects, simple stuff like maybe planting, and well, actually that's not that simple. I guess a simple example would be tents. They're a good example. So that's a persistent object. And then we can sort of graduate slowly in more and more and more.
Can you go in depth, not super in depth, but can you talk about different diseases and medications and drugs people would need to apply to each other or their friends?
Sure, so I guess I'll talk at the moment about what we have now. So we have cholera, we have
And
we
what will these
have...
different diseases do to the character
Well,
and affect them?
Cholera does what it does in real life, so it can kill within 2 hours if you don't have disinfectant. Tash, do you want to tell us about... Tash is a really good story. So obviously everybody's familiar with the action system. So when you have an item in hands, I'll just do this now. You know, you get the little action, so see there. So Tasha's friend, Charles, was it? Do you want to tell a story? Oh, she can't. She's not plugged in. Okay, I'll tell the story then. So Tash was telling me the stories about this guy, Charles, and the testing. He was running around trying to squirt people with disinfectant. So he was squirting them. But when they run away, the action defaulted back, and he ended up on the drink disinfectant animation. And he drank the disinfectant, and he started getting very sick. So they tried to feed him full of... He got really dehydrated, so they tried to give him lots of water. And did he die? Yeah, he died in the end. They tried, but...
Oh my god,
yeah.
that is awesome. That is so cool.
I love someone posted, what is this, Oregon Trail? Lol.
Yeah, they had roads back then.
So Brian was telling me he thinks the medical system's really come a long way and is working quite well. And
Very
I think
nice.
that's right. I think it is. If I was unconscious, I could click respawn, but I'm not, so I can't. Standalone does not have syphilis. Syphilis is not in the game.
Good, so everyone can just kind of go ham then, not worry about anything.
My guy's getting really sick now because he's got no water, and he can't do a Bear Grylls and drink his own pee.
Oh, shame.
This might have
Whenever
a
you
small
actually-
amount of water in it.
When you do get tired and thirsty and whatnot, does your character start slowing down, and eventually it's like you're prone and like crawling, trying to survive, or how?
No, we haven't got that in yet. But that kind of stuff is stuff that we're looking at doing. Like again, that's the stamina stuff. That all has to be done engine side, and we've just got to be so careful when we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, Brian is gonna use hexers. Do you have any water on you, Tash? You have loads of tablets. Well, that's not going to help. So the idea, I guess, to cover off on one thing is we want to have it so that you can put absolutely everything in hands. So you can see there's some stuff that you can't at the moment. Everything in hands and everything throwable. I'll put some duct tape in my hands. And at the moment, I'm left clicking and nothing happens. We do want to have it so that you can use everything as a melee object, which will be pretty cool.
That is so awesome. Wow, that looks cool.
Eat my duct tape. Oh, I'm not allowed to move, that's right. Brian wants to. The cool thing about these gloves is the gloves, that's not just a texture. That can be a whole new model applied. Maybe, Brian, you could give Tash a pistol holster as well.
That looks so cool.
The class name's chest holster. All one word. What is duct tape used for? So the purpose of duct tape is going to be for taping a flashlight to your Mosin, taping a flashlight to your SKS, yeah, stuff like that. Taping ducts. Can we stop little kids speaking to us in game? You can. It's like I could mute someone here. Could click mute if I wanted.
So in the mod you could find empty whiskey bottles. Can you find full whiskey bottles in the mod, and can you get drunk and have your character kind of
we do want to add that stuff. We just haven't got around to it. I was playing around. We want to add improve the post-process effects in the game a little bit before we do that. Like, right. I'm sure you know, the post-process effects, some of them are quite old. So we want to... So one that we want to add is... I don't have a scope on, but so that, you know, we have the really cool-looking 3D scopes, and that's great, but we want to blur all around the edge of the scope, which is going to be very cool. So those are example. Once we do those kind of post-process effects, we can actually start doing something really cool with drunk post-process effects, drugs... like LSD, marijuana, stuff like that. I mean, this is all relevant. Well, it's all relevant stuff for the apocalypse, right? I think so.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
So I've also removed...
LSD in the zombie apocalypse sounds like a nightmare. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this will go for Australia, because Australia has really weird gaming restrictions, but...
Yeah, they do.
It's a shame I can't show you this hunting scope, but the hunting scope, if I put that on a weapon now, because it's badly damaged, it will actually have cracked glass.
Oh wow, very cool. That is awesome. Decibel to 800 meters.
Need to move that back a little bit in the hand. But you see a lot of effort's being put into the items and stuff like that in the game. And that's why we've been taking our time with some of that stuff. You notice we've made it a lot faster now. When I originally showed it before, a lot of items you had to pull them out and that. I just don't think there was any benefit to that. I think that, I don't know what you think, but I kind of think that having it responsive is better than having it slow. For a lot of items.
Yeah, I completely agree. 100%.
So some items are calculated based on... so this is actually using the cursor target. Because some items aren't long enough for us to register their position. Whereas the baseball bat, the damage is calculated on where the bat connects. So if I... Hopefully this will work. So you can see the damage is actually being calculated where the bat hits, where the bat connects. And this is why everybody's saying, oh, it's just a pistol. It's not. It's completely different. So it's actually being hitting where the bat actually connects.
God, that must have been a pain in the ass to do. Did that take a long time? I don't know anything about game development.
Well, it's more just figuring out how to do it on a basis that's not going to cause, tremendous problems. That was really the big issue.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
One big issue we have at the moment is, so you can get, we've got the animations for it, for, smashing the butt into someone's face, so melee with the rifle. But how do we deal with that with controls? Because when you're using the baseball bat, you just push left, right, for melee or fists. That's great, it all makes sense. But what do we do with this rifle when you want to do it? Because when you push left mouse button, you should be firing. But but yeah, that doesn't work. So this is some of the examples that we've got to deal. Yeah, someone said middle mouse button there, but we really want to try and unify stuff as much as possible, and it's not easy. It's really hard to, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So we've got bayonets and stuff like that, which are really cool. So.
Everyone and their mother's going to be giving up their favorite hotkey. Oh, man.
We want to also allow some, client-side type updates and stuff like that to see if we can... everyone sees that question. Yes, you can, but the items actually need to be configured for that. I love the alpha. I love some of the textures work that we've put on stuff. Just so much work has gone into some of this stuff, and I know it doesn't necessarily look like much, and because my dude is dying from thirst right now, the colors are all desaturated, but I'm just
awesome.
Brian's suggesting I could log in and out and he could hack for me, but I'm just worried about getting this duplicating character bug again. It's just a pain. Is Tash coming in, is she? Oh, yeah.
Can you find full maps, or are they fragments that you have to put together?
You can find full maps. You can find full maps. You can find tourist maps, which don't have stuff like that.
That's cool. That's awesome. No, that's not true, Lewis.
Hold on, I'm just trying to... what's the best way for me to message Shannon?
She's also
Oh, I see Shannon's question, too. She has a question.
she's like on a mini vacation.
Yeah, she's on a mini vacation. She might not be able to come into
TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak, yeah. Or maybe like Lyric, or if Sacriel's around. There's Sacriel there.
If they come into the TeamSpeak, I'll drag them in.
you want to come into TeamSpeak.
You said Skype him, Skype her.
Yeah, I sent him a Skype message. If you hear this, Chris, I've sent you a Skype message because he'll probably have a lot of questions. So we've been talking for ages and stuff. Because there's probably a lot in here that will bring up a lot of good, important questions. So I really like this, how you can turn stuff around. And so materials aren't even being applied here. Once we have materials in there, you'll be able to see it.
Oh, cool. I love that you can spin them on like that in the inventory. That's awesome.
Okay, I need to give him details. Let me do this. Is there a password for this, Soma?
I'm an admin in here, so I've never actually had to type in the password. I don't know what it is, unfortunately. Let me message Tash.
I found it. I sent it to Chris.
Oh, cool.
If Lyric's there as well, we could get him or anyone else. More the merrier. I have Lyric on Skype. I'll send him a message as well. And I will take questions. And I can't. Where's the chat? Oh man, I don't know how you guys do this streaming stuff.
You get used to it. What's up, Sacral?
Hello, Mr. Soma. Hello, Dean.
Hello. So I hope you have
How is-
questions because I'm kind of out.
Yeah, and my chat keeps breaking, and I mean, I've asked these questions so many times, and then my chat keeps breaking, so I can't think of any that I haven't asked a billion times. So if you have any.
Well, first of all, it looks awesome. I like that you've moved out of the village that you tend to be in for the other videos, and we're getting to see the wilderness. And like you say, when you look at the floor, the level of textures and...
Sorry. That's Brian's fault, everyone. Brian deleted, so he's hacking Tash at the moment, and he deleted her chest. So, so sorry, what was it you said, Chris? Before you were rudely interrupted.
No, it's okay. It wasn't a question. I was just saying it's interesting to see other areas of the map outside of that village that you tend to be in whenever we see footage like at shows and stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably in the most boring area though at the moment. I mean, we've been working so hard that I decided right when I got home, we were just like, okay, well we may as well just stream things and just see how it goes. And so we hadn't really put a lot of thought or planning into it. But luckily Brian's here now, so he's sort of helping us to plan and organise things. Unfortunately, he's having to use my laptop, and yeah. Oh, I nearly posted the TeamSpeak invite buddy in the Twitch chat. That would have been a little bit bad.
So we have an awesome question from Gears Art, the guy who made the picture, you know, the Dean
Awesome
picture that we had arranged. He says, will there be any bushcraft skills, for example, setting snares and traps to catch game or finding different kind of berries and things in the wilderness?
Yeah, that's what we want to do with the gathering thing. That part of the problem we have is at the moment when players are a far enough distance away from the zombies go into sort of this migration mode where they don't move. What we want to do is have it so that the zombies are able to walk around, but they use a very simplified, like basically the server just moves them, you know, in a line. So it's very, very easy.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, so once we do that, we can then start doing it so the animals can walk around, and then they might be able to walk into your trap. Because the problem is, the animal would have to be close to a player before they'd be walking around and then walk into, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Did that answer the question, or did I just ramble?
Absolutely, no, yeah, absolutely. So you can foresee people being able to like scavenge things like wire and tape and bits and bobs from villages, and then actually craft some kind of snare and put it out in a forest somewhere, and then maybe check it out later on, because like it would add an interesting kind of pseudo RP element where if a bandit was out and about and they found the snare, they could actually set up a sniper overwatch or sit in a bush nearby with an assault rifle and wait for the guy to come back and check his snares. So it's kind of an interesting way of establishing whether someone has a base there. Might be a good way to drive a bit of interaction.
Yeah, well, I guess we could initially do it for players. I guess it doesn't have to be for, it doesn't just have to be for animals. That would and maybe even zombies, I guess. Yeah.
User
Yeah,
joined
you
your
could
channel.
do players and zombies. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, maybe in the kind of distant future, when there's all these kind of infections and such going around, you could maybe even infect your snare trap in some way, so that if a player does get snared and a snare digs into your flesh, you might be a way of infecting people that are approaching your base and making them have to retreat and try and find medical supplies. There's a lot of ways that could play into interesting meta interaction between players.
Yeah, so that's actually something. So the infection stuff actually happens now. So if I don't know, if I ate some of this or had some of these painkillers or something like that, these painkillers actually get because they've interacted with me. If I had a disease, there is a chance that could end up on those painkillers.
Oh, so if say you're stalking a player and you can, I don't know whether currently there's an animation for people coughing and spluttering or whatever to show that they're ill, but maybe if you shot a guy but you knew that before you shot him he was coughing and spluttering, you might think twice about drinking his water because it might be infected if he's interacted with it.
Absolutely. But then you might be like my character is now, really thirsty, and you've just got to try and make the call. So earlier on in the stream, you might have missed it, I showed that you can actually knock zombies in the head. And they go unconscious. Cool, yeah, so I was really pleased with that. And I think that also with the zombies as well, when they hit you, they have a chance to make you bleed, but they also have a chance to give you several types of different infections. If they've got an infection from a player, they have the chance of giving you the infection then.
Oh, cool.
And they can give you a generic kind of sort of infection, or they can even give you a the virus that the zombies themselves have. However, it doesn't. Most people who get that virus die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will it have distinctly different symptoms so that you can actually appreciate immediately?
A little
bit. I have symptoms A, B, and C. I must have the virus.
It's mainly with that particular virus, it tends to last a lot longer, and the fever you get is more severe. So I think there'll be this real nervous moment when you're like, oh god,
Like
do I have
Zomboid, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's where the inspiration for that came.
Will there be some kind of cure, like a set of particular medical supplies across the map and a certain level of medical expertise needed? Because now we know that you're implementing some kind of medical skill system where if you have in your group a high-level medic with some decent supplies, he might be able to fix it? Or is it literally, if you get this disease over a certain amount of time, you will die?
We've already got about 6 different antibiotics in the game, and they're the real-life equivalents. So what we're planning on doing is having it so that, that you need to match the antibiotics to what you've got. And there are vaccines available as well that you find, and they'll give you immunity to whatever it is. And I think, it's, I guess that's something I'm quite keen on. I know we talked about skill-based, where it being if you do something a lot, you get better at it. And that's where we're thinking of having it so that the first time you do, say, suturing, the first time you maybe suture someone's wound, you're not so good at it, and maybe there's a chance that you can cause infection and all these other different kinds of things like that. And the more you do it, the better you get. So that basically, if your character gets robbed, you're still going to want to play that character because of the progress you've made. Maybe he's fitter, he's survived a bunch of diseases and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Very cool.
Getting an influx of questions on Skype, actually. First one from Geek Stanton, who you've met several times at different events. He says, will scopes be usable separate from weapons? For example, if you find a 20 times sniper scope, could you actually just hold it up like a binoculars and use it to spot for another sniper? Oh,
that's a really good question. We don't have that.
Question, yeah.
We don't have that implemented yet, but it's a damn good idea.
That's cool. Yeah.
And that's the way the torch works. So it would make sense that we would do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean it's the same way binoculars work, right? It's just like a one-lens binocular.
Exactly. Yeah. That's awesome.
So Tash, I don't know if you're in yet. you spawning in.
Okay, another question from Inception. Is there any impact on player mobility when carrying lots of gear? E.g., for example, Epoch's weight system, where different items have a kind of a pseudo value to say this is uncomfortable to hold, and therefore it weighs you down a certain amount. Or will you sprint at the same speed regardless of whether you have just a pistol or an entire backpack full of meat and whatever else?
So stamina is something that we've got to spend some proper time on, just because it's such a fundamental change to the engine that we really have to sit down, think about it properly, and redo it. So I think that the good time to bring that in will be when we bring in the weight system and all that kind of stuff, and we'll have it that basically your energy and stuff like that gets changed. The situation we've got here is that, and I know a lot of the people have been, if people who are listening have been developing with the mod, they know that that scripting isn't so good all the time because it doesn't scale well. And this is what we're doing. We're trying to move stuff from the script to being inside the engine so that it performs better. And stamina is an example of something that wholly exists inside the engine at the moment. And we just want to expand that so that it works better. But yeah, not until after the alpha.
Alright, actually guys, I have to actually run and do some errands. I had fun though, watching and talking. It looks seriously awesome. I can't wait to stream it. I'm stoked.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And it's just those last little issues we've got to clean up before we can get it out. And it's going to be messy and buggy as heck, but you know, we're excited about it.
Well, I'm excited too, man. I can't wait. Looks good. You guys have a grand day.
Thank you for your help, sir.
And you, sir?
Oh, no worries, no worries. You guys take it easy. See you later, chat. Bye.
See ya.
Have a good day.
So you see there that Chloe has just put her pistol inside the holster.
So the benefit for that, is that literally just that the pistol will no longer take up a slot of inventory inside the bag? There's no kind of benefit to being able to quick draw or anything like that?
We are looking at doing the quick draw. I probably think we'll do that at the same time we look at the stamina type stuff. It's just, also if you look, when she pulls the pistol out into her hands, you'll see that it glitches around, but the animation, we don't have an animation at the moment for pulling it out of your hands, so put a lot of effort into this pistol.
What pistol is that? I can't quite...
It's the FMP. And at the moment we have a silencer, we have a red dot sight which takes a battery, and we have a torch. Those are the attachments for it.
Wow, that model looks incredible.
Yeah, a lot of work has been put into a lot of these models. The model's shaking because it's another player's character, and their character will subtly change in a lot of ways, you know, based on network code and that. Yeah.
A really interesting question someone else asked. I didn't catch the name. Oh, actually, Steve Voice. Can you overdose on any medication? Like if you just take like 20 pills in a row?
Not at the moment, but an example I was given before is if you drink the wrong or eat the wrong kind of things, then you will get sick and possibly even die. Like the example we gave was the disinfectant.
Are you planning on implementing any stealth takedowns? Like if you sneak up behind someone, you can mouse wheel down and choke or knock out or anything like that? Or is it going to be the actual melee system that you use to beat people?
We will have I think a proper melee system, but we haven't we haven't done too much with it yet.
Another interesting question from Apollos. Will you be able to injure in different body parts which will change the way you can use your inventory? For example, if you get a shot in the arm, you couldn't hold a sniper rifle. You'd have to use a pistol, for example. Yeah, so the I'm sure you'd seen previously the... oh, sweet. Oh, damn it. I can steal her stuff here. She's still unconscious, so I'm going to steal her stuff.
We've got a bug here at the moment. When you first steal it, it doesn't show properly in there, but it will in a minute. There we go. So you can see there. She doesn't have a magazine though, damn it. I'm like a little kid getting distracted with every single thing. Okay, she's conscious now. No, not yet. You don't have any water, damn it. Sorry, Chris, I didn't actually answer your question.
So it was about if you get different parts of your body injured, for example, one arm, will that change the way you can interact with certain weapons? For example, if you get shot in one arm, maybe you could hold your pistol steady, but if you used an assault rifle, you get a lot of sway, or maybe you couldn't even hold the assault rifle or a baseball bat.
We did some really awesome animations for injured. Like, I think they just look so cool. And unfortunately, we need to implement, it's called the new subclassing system before we can actually make that work properly. Actually, Brian, could I log out? Do you reckon you could plot me in Cherno?
Is this the first time we've seen Cherno? Standalone Cherno?
Yeah, sure. Do that, Brian, because we'll show off the, yeah, we'll show off the, true. Because we should definitely go to the big apartment buildings, because I think showing people running around those will be awesome. Like, Brian loves those, and I know why. Just let me know when to log out, Brian. Yeah, so the injury system is something we want to do a lot on, and you know, we need to do a lot of work with it. But it's just going to require so much work from us. And that's not something we want to do before alpha.
Right.
Otherwise the game will never get out.
Yeah, you said if you did everything everyone wants and fixed and tweaked everything, it would never be launched. So earlier in the stream I saw you eating like from a tin of tuna or something, and you actually had an animation where you hold up the tin with one hand and you eat with the other. Can you move around while eating and drinking?
No, not at the moment. We originally had it, and it was gesture based, but we had a few problems with it. I'd like to go back to that. Another thing as well, at the moment you can't interrupt the animations, so we're looking at adding all the stuff in, but probably one of the biggest issues we have is with controls. It's not a simple game, and trying to get the controls to all work together is really difficult, and I guess that's the hardest thing for us. Before we do all that kind of stuff, is to get the controls working together so that we can have cancelable animations, and how we can get it to work with doing stuff while you're running and all that. Our animation system isn't the best, and we've actually hired, together with Arma 3, a couple of programmers to help make it better.
Interesting. What are the things I liked the most about Arma 3 is you can take meds while you're prone. So everyone knows in DayZ you get hit with a bullet, you jump behind a shallow wall. If you want to bandage, you're going to get up to one knee and bandage, whereas in Arma 3 you actually roll onto your side and you inject yourself with a syringe or whatnot. Do you envision having more combat-friendly animations for bandaging, where you could lie down and you just roll over and bandage?
Yeah, look, we captured the animations for it. A lot of that's just plugging them in. One other thing that I forgot to demonstrate is if you don't have a buttstock on, the weapon is a lot less accurate. So see, I don't have a buttstock on it there. Yeah. So different buttstocks provide you different stability benefits. I think this one even tells you. No, this is the default one. But you can get a close combat one, which allows you, it gives you more dexterity, so you can actually, when you're in this view, you can move a lot faster. If you, with a close combat one, then you can say with this one, but you get higher dispersion.
Wow, so when if you're chasing someone across the wilderness, you've got your buttstock on. If they run into an apartment building, you actually might take a second to whip the buttstock off and then go in, so you've got more of a mobility.
Well, I think having no buttstock is really bad. It's a high penalty, but you might want to put your CQB, your close quarters combat buttstock on, which works a lot better. But
and will there be... Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, this attachment system here with the holster, so you see how that's not actually a cargo slot, that's actually attached to it, and that's quite important. That's like quite an important thing. I think I've just lost it. Oh no, there it goes. The server's just lagging. So that's what I want to do with the backpack itself. So rather than when I say I want to put the baseball bat, I can actually physically put it on the backpack then, which I think will be really cool. Means you could have this guy that just has so much stuff on him, and when we eventually get stamina in, he won't, he'll barely be able to walk because he's got so much stuff.
Well, it might add a another element of survival. Like, you get grey men where they are calculated, tactical, strategic people, but you don't really notice them or consider them a threat. Maybe someone could have a low quality weapon on the holster visible to other players, but actually they've got a sweet weapon in their assault rifle in the backpack hidden away, so that when someone bumps into them and looks at them through a scope, they think, oh, that guy's got nothing, I'll leave him alone. But actually he's geared to the teeth, he's just displaying the low level gear, so it kind of adds another element of interaction.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I think and on the theme of sniping, I think the favourite weapon so far is probably the Mosin. You can get cans of spray paint, and you can spray paint it a different colour. You can get two kinds of scope. You can get a bayonet. You can get a compensator, which helps with the firing of it. What am I missing? Oh, bipod as well. And when you get it all twinked out, wow, it's just... I actually like using the PU scope rather than the sporting scope. And I can't wait till we get the new post-process on that blurs the edges. That's going to be fantastic.
Previously you've shown in your videos shooting a body or shooting an item damages it. Is it literally like polygon-based decision? Like if I shoot at someone and literally hit their scope, will it damage the scope, or will it just say you've hit the weapon?
Yes, yeah, no, it does. That's how it works. It requires the weapon to be properly configured. It's the same principle behind this, where you can see the bat is actually damaging where it's hitting, not where the cursor is.
Yeah.
So see how that...
Well, so it actually raycasts through the model of the gun and determines which...
now, because we can't interpolate our animations, if I slowed this down, you'd see the animation is actually stopping at the exact point it's hitting, but it doesn't know how to interpolate, so it's then just putting it straight back to the middle. When we finally get that, it's going to look really cool, because the animation will stop and interpolate back to the normal place. Okay, Brian's telling me I'm going to log out.
That's an interesting one. Does your engine have the same kind of draw distance value as the armor engines, or will it be fixed? Like everyone sees 1,000 meters before fog.
Sorry, I was just conversing with Brian. What was that again?
So, draw distance. You get draw distance in Armor 2 and 3, where on a client basis you can say, I want to be able to see 2,000 meters before fog. Will your engine have the same value, or is it hard-coded so that everyone's on the same playing
field? At the moment, it's hard-coded by the server. What the hell? A lot of zombies. They were beating me. Oh, so these are Brian's zombies. So Brian's caused glitches. He's eating his body. I have ammo. Yeah. No, it's not empty. We're just trying out a new server here, so I'm not sure this server is working properly. We might need to switch server here. Yeah, it's not working, Brian. Did you change the character? Alright. I thought we wanted to go to the... oh, here we go. Yeah, check that out. Am I? I'm still coming through. Yeah. Shall I run up this way or run along? Brian, I might log out here, and I might get you to... You guys still there?
Me?
Yep, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just letting you do your thing.
Oh, cool. Oh, we're just plotting. I just really want to demonstrate off the new Cherno.
I'm sure everyone's excited to see it. Seeing as it's, it's everyone's old stomping grounds.
We're just trying to roll up all the different servers, so some of the servers we're trying to figure out as well why I can't fire, which is really bizarre. Unless it's because, it might be because the weapon's too badly damaged, actually. Yeah, I think it is.
Dean?
Yep.
Could you talk a little bit about how, I guess, view distance will work with people who are hidden in grass? Like, will they still be able to be seen from far away? Like, if on low graphics or anything?
At the moment, yes, because we haven't figured out a solution. Like, one of the solutions would be we draw it around where another player is, but that would mean that you'd see where another player might be anyway.
Away, right?
Okay.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? A lot of games have tried to fix it. I think like the Delta Force model was the same as the armor model, where the further away someone is, the more they clip into the plane below them. But it's not a very pretty way of doing things.
No,
and it leads to a few exploits.
We're gonna have to come up with a solution for that. But I think, wow, everything is so colourful. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Whereabouts are you, Tash?
Where are you at the moment? It looks like Balata. Or near Balata.
Yeah, at the airfield.
So those tall buildings
are part of the new Cherno.
Wow,
it's huge. Yeah, it's real big.
I remember when I first saw Cherno the first time in like DayZ Alpha, God knows what, and it blew me away.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little bit of a bug there. So at no let's try to put the item. We've tried to be cool about where we put some of the items, but it's all completely dynamic and randomized. So sometimes we get problems. There's like 2.4 million potential spawn locations.
Does the spawn location ever have a chance to apply variables to an item? Like if you find food spawned in a toilet, is it a higher chance of infection? Or is it just static? They spawn with infection or not, depending on some other kind of script.
How do you mean?
So like say at the moment, so first of all, do items ever spawn as infected? Like, could you spawn water with an infection on it?
We were talking about this today. Actually, my preference is more to that we will introduce the infections ourselves, like manually. If that makes sense.
So no item will ever spawn with it. It'll be something that you start to.
Yeah, and then people will pass it to themselves. So, or like pass it to other people.
That's cool. So you're showing the new book feature where you can find letters and books and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm not sure how. Oh, sweet food. I'm not sure how useful or interesting it'll be. I actually think we're going to dial down the amount of books that spawn because they don't really have a lot of use. Hey, Tash, I found you an M4. Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. This.
Do all the M4s always spawn with all the stocks and everything, and the?
They do. We can configure them to spawn in different ways. Yeah.
Okay.
So we could. In fact, I should probably do that on. Probably do that tomorrow. I could set it up so that there's a rear spawn that has everything already all on it, and another one.
Okay, so like the majority of them would be kind of bare bones, and you have to upgrade them over time.
Hi, Tash. I'm waving, but she's not waving. Yeah, exactly. We just, you know, we've taken a little bit of creative license with some stuff. There we go.
I wonder if that's a way of affecting the shoot on sight mentality. If the majority of weapons that you find stock aren't particularly accurate, it might call the shoot on sight mentality, because you'd have to, you know, you'd have to be really good to kill on sight with an inaccurate gun.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that's that I think is going to affect, or at least we hope is going to have some effect on the kill on sight mentality. Are you coming, Tush? Brian? Are you coming? Follow me? Alright. Yeah, and that's why I think the most important thing for us is once we finish these little bugs to get the alpha out there. So I can zeroing something I've been working on as well. I want to get an animation in though, that you can actually see that you're adjusting the zeroing.
Oh, the scope dials.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. It would be interesting to be looking at another sniper prone in a field somewhere, and you're thinking about engaging him, and you can just see him like dialing his scope to 0. That would be very interesting to see. Lord Boogza asks, will blood bags have an expiration? Like if you get fresh blood from somebody and put it in a blood bag, if you use it 24 hours later, could it have expired by then and have a higher chance of infection?
Not initially. We are not putting expiry on any items initially. That's definitely something we want to bring in quite quickly, probably around the time we bring in growing plants and stuff like that. I was telling Quo before that when we do that, we're actually going to bring in containers that, you know, ice boxes or chili bins, as we New Zealanders call them. You can get some of them that are gas powered to provide cooling. So the idea was that we could make those up, that you could put blood bags in or food in to keep them cool, and find gas canisters and that kind of stuff. I'll follow you, Brian, because you probably know the best scenic views to go in.
Wow, so we're seeing the Bolota to Cherno run that everyone has done thousands of times in the standalone. Is this the first time you've shown Chernaris in the standalone, apart from
I think so. Yes, yeah, I think so.
Wow, awesome.
I'd really love it if we could have it that you could damage map objects, but not yet. Yeah, people can see here the difference between first person and the lens flare in first person and third person. We want to do sunglasses and stuff, but there's a little bit of resistance in the company to it in the studio. Like sunglasses having an effect on the whatever it is.
Do you envision having realistic scope glint, where if a sniper is facing the sun, anybody in a certain angled range would actually see a scope glint, like in Battlefield 4, except in Battlefield 4 you get scope glint even if you're underground or in a cave and there's
That's
no
a
sun
great
at all.
idea. Yeah, we can do that. And it's a local calculation, so it's not too bad.
I mean, that's another element that would, you know, people will be telling stories, oh, me and my friend were out doing this, that, the other, and we just saw a glint in the distance, and then my friend got shot. You know, stuff like that would really add to the
That is a very good idea. I love those little things like that. I think they really add to it. It can sometimes be hard to figure out when to stop doing the little stuff, but...
Well, it's interesting, because...
Are we going to engage these, Brian?
Kill us if we don't.
Yeah, I'm just going to get
30 seconds behind on the feed. Are you fighting zombies?
Yeah, we're about to. Did you get that M4, Brian? I'll give you some ammo. You can single chamber it. Here, I'll put some on the ground here. Here you go. Here you go. I'll put it on the ground. I don't think you've seen it yet. Roger. Okay. Should we do pepper pot, fire movement? I left. On the right, right. Oh, jeez, who the hell is that?
Wow, this looks incredible. And the skyline looks incredible.
Jeez, Brian, have you never played the mod? Who is that? Did I kill him? Well, I didn't. I feel bad now, but... that person's probably going to be real peed off, but they didn't say anything. Holy crap! He's got really good stuff.
Not anymore, you've got really good stuff.
Whoa, okay.
Oh wow, he's got ACOGs and stuff.
Oh, but the scope's broken.
Alright.
Ah!
Zombie.
Don't stand up! Jeez, I can't fucking see shit. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to swear on my stream, am I? Jeez, we better not run into each other. That guy is going to be so peed off. Who is this? Okay, one of us loot his body, the other one keep an eye out.
Wow, that broken optic graphic looks incredible.
Yeah, it does, eh?
Parallax between the two different lenses. That's really cool.
So it's going to be great
That
when we...
is incredible.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do you have a battery, Brian? Oh, I feel really bad now.
Who was it?
Well, I don't know. I thought he was glitched because it hadn't it locally hadn't loaded in his stuff yet. There's one of the problems with the network bubble, and then I killed him. Whoever that is, I am legitimately sorry. Well, a little bit sorry.
He's not sorry.
Oh, he probably spent ages because this is miles away from the spawn.
This really isn't going to help my claim that I actually play a hero.
Oh, I killed him.
Yeah.
This is miles away from the spawn right now, too. It probably took him about 20-30 minutes.
Scumbag Dean.
Yeah, wow.
You know what they say? There are no friendlies in Cherno.
He's got an axe as well. It's so rare in this game. And he's got some rocket aviators. A lot of the stuff is damaged because of where I shot him. Because I sprayed him. Where are you, Brian?
Right next to you. I just took a couple steps forward.
Huh? No, I'm back at the body.
So if you'd landed a single headshot on that guy, all of his gear would be undamaged.
Yeah.
Unless it was damaged prior.
Instead I... Whoa. Whoa, what's that? There's a zombie coming.
That scope, man, that scope just gave me nerd chills. That's really cool.
I need to get... It's useless now. Oh, soldier boy over here. How many shots was that? Fire discipline, eh? I've got a battery as well. Okay, you know where we're going. Let's go, let's go. So I can't wait. We can't wait until everybody's in. Look, there's a lot of bugs and glitches and stuff, but it is capable of having some genuine fun moments.
It looks incredible. The graphics, the lighting, the skyline, the weapon, the scopes, the speed that the zombies collapse when you hit them. It just...
Well, when we get the ragdoll in, which is going to be very soon after the alpha's released, I think that's going to make a huge difference for the zombies.
Yep. I can't wait to be stuck in one of those little barracks at the airfields and find an M249 and then have to shoot my way through 30 zombies in that little corridor and just see them ragdolling everywhere.
Brian, you want to cover me while I check the car?
Sure.
There's some shit in the back here. A matchbox.
So this is Cherno 2.0 for the first time.
Yeah, so it's got a whole bunch of different districts. I can't wait until we change this damn action system. It's so annoying.
There should be a hospital and a tech building in here somewhere.
I need to get a new optic, man. What about we check out this supermarket?
I mean, check it out, and then I would head to the tech building because there's a chance you're gonna find an ACOG there.
Well, let's head to the tech building then. Do you reckon? We need water though.
Right.
Hold on, let's have a look
Let's
inside
hit
here.
the store.
You just cover me as we go on. This is bugged. We need to tell Senshi about that.
There's a canteen in front of the store by the door.
Is there? Sweet.
Do you want me to continue asking questions, or shall I leave you to your mission and let everyone enjoy it?
Maybe leave me to the mission for the moment, because I'm actually having a lot of fun here.
You sound it.
So screw you guys. Pretty much. I haven't actually had a good look around this. I literally I work like some kind of slave. I just spend the whole time. Do you want some canned food, Brian?
I'm good, actually.
There's a paper in back here if you want to write a note.
To our dearly departed friend who donated all his gear.
He's going to be so pissed.
I kind of hope it was Clash.
Mosin ammo back here. I showed note writing last week. Just gonna have a drink. I can hear a zombie. Oh, god damn it, don't tell me I've glitched it. Yup. Nah, I'll just log back in and log out. I'll do it outside. Safe. Oh, well, it's what we're supposed to do. Alpha, find bugs. Which server we were on?
There's only 3 players on it, so look for, I think it's a game
Yeah.
with 3 players.
Found it.
Yep, that's it. I'm just connected.
Oh my god, this is fun. I'm down for this. Okay, I'm hearing a zombie. Where are you? Should we conserve ammo? We could melee them. I'm still loading data. That's how you do it, soldier boy. It's the difference between officer and enlisted. Okay, let's go I need to get a new scope. My mouse is screwed up. I don't know, I think I spilt something on it and it has like, if I tap it, it's like it double clicks. It's really annoying. If someone wants to donate me a mouse, they're more than welcome.
I had to manually take the ammunition out of the magazines that were in this guy's pack because we ruined them and I couldn't use them in my weapon.
Oh, that'll be it. I forgot about that. That's right. If magazines are ruined, they don't work.
Yep, so I had to take the rounds out one by one, load them into the good mag, and put that back in the weapon.
I got zombies to the right. They sound pissed.
Whoa.
Jeez, man, that...
Move.
Yeah, well, that fucking round went right behind me. Whoa. Oh, that's not a good sound! Full back, man. Which building?
The tech building. I'm running right towards it. There's a ruined bus
Yeah, you're
behind
running
me.
away. You didn't even tell me where to go. Don't
I'm
leave
right-
me,
right in
man.
the lobby. We should be able to go on the roof and take.
Oh,
those
you're in the
zombies
lobby. Okay, well, as long as you're safe.
there. Now I am.
Oh, Roger, I hear you. How much ammo you got left?
Stand by.
Oh, I've got heaps.
Busy.
I got like a whole extra mag. I'm coming in, I'm coming in. I got an arrow.
Alright. Yeah, triggered an undefined texture. Alright, I would head up to the top 2 floors.
Just let me reload, man. Yep.
There's usually a good amount of chance to find some optics and ammunition here.
Shit, I'm just gonna have something to eat, I think. I don't have the option to eat on that, that's weird. Oh, because I gotta open it first.
Found myself a bipod hidden behind some boxes underneath the stairs.
Where are you?
Staircase, tech building, just down the hall.
Banana?
No, I'm holding out for a rotten kiwi.
There's no such thing as a rotten kiwi. Magazine, bruh.
Unrealistic.
What up, Shannon? How are you doing? How's your holiday?
Good. It was awesome. It was the best. I'm going to Paris next week though, so
We have
it's
to
not done
plan.
yet.
We have to plan our little like our guys heading away. Bro, you walk,
I am on it.
Brian, you walked right past some 7.62 rounds. I swear to God, you're like
I don't
you're like
have
the
a
worst
7.62
team in the zombie
weapon.
apocalypse. But you might get one.
This is true. But this isn't my character, this is Tasha's character. So.
I can see a zombie outside. He's hanging out, looking lonely. Lonely.
So, I don't know if our designers are okay with us, specifically Martin, giving away his little secrets that he likes to place for himself because he knows he's not as good at video games as me. But up at the very top of this building, there's the little top of the elevator or top of the stair shaft room, and I think they like to place some decent loot spawns up there. We might be able to find ourselves some kit.
Sweet.
Is that another payday mask game?
Yeah. Cool, right?
Yeah.
I got some FPS
Did he see
issues
them?
here.
Did Dave see them?
Yeah, he did. I've got to get him some screenshots. I feel so bad. We've just been so crazy busy. Where are you,
Got
bro?
a 7.62 ammo upstairs, or 7.62 weapon upstairs, I should say.
Sweet.
Shall I tweet him that you're streaming? 'Cause you've got this now.
Yeah. I need to do some. I've got so much stuff to do properly.
My apologies, not 7.62 weapon. It's the,
Shoddy.
shotgun.
I got some shoddy rounds.
I don't think we finished configuring the shotgun yet.
Yeah. So it's not entirely finished, but it's partially figured.
Oh no, you can hold it, take a look at it, look how amazing it looks.
I think I can take it into hands. Yeah, I can. We've been working on trying to get this working, and it's not working super well, but you can see it's looking beautiful. Aiming's a little bit weird at the moment. We need to fix that. But so this is a cool thing we've been working on, which is you can take an object into your hands even if you've got no room in inventory. So not finished yet, but you can see it kind of works. We updated the shotgun physics as well.
what way?
Oh, what's going to happen here? I can't go up. I mean, I'm just going to put this on the ground. No, I'll just put that on the ground. It's because I had something in my hands.
We have a, looks like a bayonet for the Mosin up here.
Hell yeah. Get me some of that. I got you. I got you. Ah. Oh yeah, I can. But I've already got a can opener. So, where did you go, Brian?
I'm on the roof. Just open the door.
Hey, there's a blood bag kit, man. Do you want? I can take some of your blood for you, and I've got an IV start kit. So, this is some good stuff to show.
Why do you want to take some of my blood?
How do I get up on the roof?
There's a door. There's a... Yeah, right there. That guy.
Huh.
Did we lock that door? No, okay.
Can you siphon blood from a freshly dead body, player body?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I got you.
If you'd like to risk it, we can try and climb up one of the 12 stories.
We could give it a go. Hold on. First of all, I want to get blood from you.
But I need my blood. I want my
I just want to show people. I'll give it back to you afterwards.
When you siphon the blood, does the player's blood value on their character literally lower?
Yes,
so
it does. That's why Brian didn't want me to do it. But if you're... We've got enough food and water. Oh, god damn it. Luckily I've got another one. Because I started too far away. Okay, so now I have a blood bag, and I can craft on... The hell does create? Create nothing. Lol. So yeah, now I can give Brian blood if he needs it. Let's go down, man. Let's get into it.
Roger. Could I... Okay, you can just keep my blood.
No, but your blood will regenerate. I want to test that out. Remember, do you have food and drink?
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, I just added that.
Finish that.
I just fixed that bug. I didn't fix that bug for no reason, Bear.
Right.
Do they ever put anything up on top?
No, but they do tend to put things on that little concrete raise there. You see, there's some medical items.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bayonet.
Sneaky designers.
Honestly, I think they're going to stop telling me where things are because I inevitably tell other people.
Well, nobody else knows, just me and you.
Yeah, just us.
I'm going to take this baby.
It would suck if like 9,000 people just learned that, wouldn't it?
Exactly. I'm going to go down and shoot. I love this shotty. We're actually... It's not animated yet, but it's going to break in half and like... Brian, I'm walking all the way down, bro.
The model looks incredible. The different texture maps on it looks so good.
For some reason, someone's put in the fake magazines in the loot spawn table, so that's why I had to empty those out. That's alright. We're actually going to be animating the shells, putting the shells in and all that kind of stuff as well. Let's go shoot some zombies, man. I really feel like shooting some zombies.
Right. Let's go around the front of the hospital into the group of 12-story tenements over here.
So just can't...
The shotgun physics have changed? What in particular is it?
Oh, we just fixed a bunch of bugs with them, so they actually function like shotguns now.
Zombies.
I can't wait to see the PvP that happens in these. Like these are we going to go inside one of those, Brian, so we can show them?
Sure. Yeah, let's go to the ones over here.
Clear right. Yeah, there's one coming in. I got him.
Yeah, heard some zombies.
Oh! Hey, you're right. It's not configured. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
I got the zombie.
Okay.
You should've listened to me, dude.
I thought I configured it, damn it. Damn it.
Partially.
God damn it, who's making this game?
I think that happened right about when lunch showed up today.
Yeah. Oh, that Chinese is damn good. Okay, right. Okay, back to the real world. M4, yeah. I don't know, Chris. I just think there's going to be these awesome player situations exploring these, and it's like, and this isn't even main Cherno. Right, where'd he go?
This is like the outskirts, right?
Yeah. A lot of work has gone into these. Like,
get inside and climb up the ladder in the shaft, and I'll cover you from zombies.
I mean, Cherno version 1 had enough, you know, varied.
Hold on, man. Let's get them.
Design to promote really good firefights, but this just looks incredible.
Reloading.
There's some kind of bug here, man.
If you're talking about the zombies...
No, I'm talking about the steps. The steps are too high. We need to note that for Senchi.
Steps are too high.
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah, no, that one's filed. Senchi was working on finishing up, I believe, a couple of Lenigor spokes.
Okay, that is freaking me out, bro. There's a midget zombie. Okay, let's get out of here.
Even more dangerous.
So, there are a lot of bugs with these buildings because these are new and they're freaking huge. So,
you want to give the ladder a try? See if we can make our way all the way to the roof.
well, no. Let's show the people like how far you can go up and around in it. So let's go up the stairs and stuff.
Well, this first bit here, that stair bit, is destroyed. So
oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Artistic decision.
Caused a little bit of.
Ladies first. Don't lose your head.
I just keep going up.
Yep, and it should drop you on that board. I believe our artist changed this today. You might need to crouch. Nope, they fixed that. All right. And you should be able to start going up the stairs now.
So as you can see, there's a lot of detail in here. Is this spawning items yet?
They actually just finished placing memory points today. We haven't packed it yet.
Oh my god, this is actually the first time I've wandered around these. I originally told them no furniture, but
our new junior artist actually did that after the designers requested it.
What's that? Furniture.
The furniture was done within.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's sucking frames though. I'm gonna have to do some optimization. Like, how many billions of items are now being rendered in this scene? We're gonna have to do some serious optimization, but. I mean, just the scale of it now. And I think that's what I just really wanted people to realize, is just the scale of what we've done.
Yeah.
How much loot is in there. And can't you just imagine storming this with your friends, looking for items and...
Then you just hear a sniper shot ring out from one of the rooms and you all scamper off into the building and you're looking for the sniper.
And with the permanent items, like you can turn one of the rooms into your like little stash. And, I can't wait.
Yeah. Meet you on the roof?
Okay, I'm kind of just like geeking out a bit here. So I'll come meet you on the roof. I think I need to close down I need to stop running this build and run the proper build because my frame rate is dying. That's cool. Kick down door. Holy crap. Oh, wow, they did a really good job. But this is a long time. This is a huge risk for us when we first said we were going to do this stuff. It was just a huge job. So there's several different variants of this building as well. There's what, the 12th story, is it, Brian? And
yeah, we're in the 12th story, and then there's, I believe, an 8th story.
So just look how many floors. People can see how many different floors here there are, and you can go in all of it. It's just insane.
You will eventually reach a chunk of destroyed stairs that have fallen onto another chunk. Just vault right over it, and you should be able to climb it.
I'm climbing, and I'm up. So, I mean, this is crazy, right? This is crazy.
It looks incredible. My mind's just racing now. I'm just imagining the possibilities.
As soon as I get to the roof, because I think the way ladders work, won't. Yep, there we go. Yeah, you should be able to come up now.
Safe, you sure?
Yeah, I'm off the ladder. And Jan fixed the collision up here, so you should be able to.
Whew, I thought it was going to fall down there. Oh man, I'm so glad we did this.
So's the stream, trust me.
I can't tell you how many times I've jumped off the edge just because I said I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on walk mode. Like, look at the detail the guys have put in. It really has been a labour of love, these buildings. Can what?
Can I shove you? Because that would be a great feature.
Suck my... Oh wait, I can't say that. I think you've got to have your stream set to mature, right? Before you can say bad stuff.
Yeah, they send the police around and everything.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And the nice thing is, from the top of these, if you have your view distance set right, you can see all the way to the, down to past downtown Cherno to the coast, almost to Electra.
That just looks incredible.
You guys are going to go nuts and kill each other, and this is going to be bloodbath. I just can't wait to see some of the battles that happen here. Yeah, someone asked about parachute. Definitely want to do that. Could imagine base jumping off here.
And this is just a little suburb outside Cherno. This isn't central Cherno.
Yeah, so imagine like in the stairwell you could put like some like tripwire or something like that, some booby traps, and then you could get all your food and you could just sit up here and just be the Cherno sniper.
You got yourself a bipod and a Mosin with a hunter scope. Yeah.
Oh, I wish we could show the new rain. Most people have seen it from Arma 3, but what we have done, our graphics guy has done it so that it uses the geometry so it doesn't place rain below the geometry. It's quite cool. I mean, Minecraft does it, but...
Well, so if you're under like a
veranda, it won't come down, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So will the rain affect your character's temperature?
Yes, it does. Oh, no,
so
no, I don't
you
want
might find people huddled underneath things for cover.
Yeah. But we've got a lot of work to do on that. Like, a lot of work to... Barrel roll! You know, someone I've been trying to give key to is Egan, but he's not around. He never answers my email. I even sent him a Twitter. Tweet. What? Is it tweet?
Send it me and I'll pass it on to him.
I can just call
so, Egan, if you're listening... I love his stuff, man. It's so classic. So awesome. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions about this stuff. This is my first actually running around it properly. I just see... I basically just live inside the... What are you shooting at? Oh, you should get the bipod, dude. I should give you the... Oh, you've got a bipod. So the bipod, I told you this before, Chris? It like, you actually have to fold it down, and only if you're lying down and it's folded down does it actually give you benefit.
Yeah, you also said that if you have it folded down and you're just walking around with the gun shouldered, you actually have a negative effect, right?
User joined your channel.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm trying to show everybody.
Is there any kind of indicator anywhere to let the person know they're getting the benefit, short of just going prone and just thinking, this apparently gives me a benefit?
Bloody good idea.
Alright, so I came back and saw Cherno. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right?
Amazing.
We keep telling people, but they don't listen. Like, so much work has gone into the map, and I think this area really shows. Like, this is a lot of work.
Downtown Cherno in the distance just looks incredible.
And if you've actually been to this area, this is how it's really laid out. Like, I look at this, and I remember driving up this road that, I mean, you guys can't see it right now, but everyone else can. Like, I remember driving up that road. I'm sure Brian does as well, and Tash too.
Who would you say in your team the community should thank for this? Because this is an incredible part of DayZ.
Well, look, I think a lot of it is, you know, Ivan has been really spearheading redoing Chernerus, like to really make it nice. and expand these areas. Senshi was the one placing the buildings, and our artist Wilbur, he was the guy that made the buildings. Now, there's been a lot of tension amongst the team at times over how everything's composed, but you know, it's ended up being good, I think.
Oh yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. You know, I'm speaking on behalf of everyone in the stream. This is mind blowing. This is better than I ever thought it could look, and I'm itching to get in there and fight.
And this is what I mean. Like, there is a lot of bugs, so we realise that. But I think we're so damn close. But I'm sure everybody's seen the critical bugs that we've had, and they do need to be addressed. It's not going to take long, but they do need to be addressed before we push the button. Because I'm sure there's 80% of people will be totally fine with how it is now, but that other 20% could just call the whole project into question.
Yeah, there was that vocal minority, and there still is that vocal minority that kind of complains that it's taken so long for it to come out. But then I see this, and I just think, well, worth the frickin' wait.
Well, you could have got a revamped mod, but if you got the revamped mod, you never would have got this. These apartment buildings were only just finished.
Yeah, this is tiers above. This is like on another level.
And then once modders get their hands on it as well, like, they're going to be able to create islands with these buildings, like, yeah.
Well, I think, as you said, this is the first time people have publicly seen video footage of Cherno 2.0, and this is just the outskirts, and already I think everyone's mind is blown. So, thank you for demonstrating this part of the game, because it looks absolutely mind-blowing.
Yes. What if my optics weren't completely screwed?
I could go in the database and...
That looks so sick. Oh
it does, eh? Yeah. And all the optics do that.
That is
but
so
what I
cool.
can't wait to do, so see how now the optics, around the edge of it, where the scope's not, we want to blur it. And we're going to blur it with post-processing. It's going to look mint. So you still get a little bit of peripheral vision, but you don't get like the whole thing. And I can change the zeroing of it as well, which is pretty cool.
I thought with ACOG scopes you used the binding aiming technique where you look through both eyes. So for ACOGs I don't think the blur on the outside would be correct, but for actual hunting scopes you do close your other eye.
You don't want to mess with this girl.
Just nerd feedback.
Is that Tash or Bri Bri?
It's Bri Bri inside Tash.
Brian Jojo.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see there? He reloaded. You reloaded your dual magazine. Nice.
Jojo.
Are dual magazines kind of crafted by taking two magazines and using duct tape?
No. These are using. It's a device made by. Who makes it? PMag, I think, or Magpul, maybe. Yeah, but we're going to have it that you can duct tape them together. I just, you know, it's literally been one thing after another for weeks. Well, for months and months and months and months, and we just haven't got around to a lot of this stuff.
Please tell me you're changing the default key for binoculars from B, because that's right next to V, and the amount of people I've seen stand on the edge of a roof and I'm just looking at my binoculars and just right off the roof.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping you did that.
We're basically removing all that hard-coded stuff so that if you want to access your binoculars, you'll do it either by dragging it into your hands or off your quick bar. Actually, binoculars are done, but I haven't configured them yet. So I just can imagine like looking across at this building and seeing a dude running like all these rooms enterable.
Yep.
I remember when I first wrote the ticket for it and we thought I was crazy. It was like, we're never going to be able to do this, and it's going to like calibrate. I mean, we still have performance issues, but it could be worse.
Checking my gun.
I'm still blown away. Every time you just turn, it's just...
Yeah,
because my muscle memory, my muscle memory shows me like kind of thinks what it knows what the skyline will look like, and every time you turn, it's just like Jesus, there's so much stuff. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, all these familiar locations that we're used to, it's everything's changed now. It's going to be relearning everything now. It's going to be so much fun.
Right, Brian, let's move down while we're chatting.
Very childish of me.
Whoa. I nearly walked in it. That would have been pretty funny. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait. Woo! Brian. Oh, Phil.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
God
Yeah,
for
you should
vaulting.
be fine. We've done a lot of work on the collision and ladder placement there. This has been a difficult structure.
A lot of work by like weeks of trying to tweak.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So loot has been done for this. It's just not in this build. Damn it. I don't know whether you guys had any more questions. We're probably
I'm just
Sean.
staring at this point. I'm just
like
watching.
and there are different layouts and so it's so good to be able to show that we've actually managed to achieve. And this is why, you know, like when we were first doing it, we were like, we can't just rehash the mod. Like there's a real opportunity to do something really, really nice.
There was some questions actually in my chat the other day that I just remember that are kind of important. In terms of party options and the old wristband thing you said you might implement in terms of knowing who your friends are or party chat or anything like that, are there going to be any features that kind of help streamline the teaming up with the friend process and being able to identify who your allies are, or is it just going to be you have to just remember what he's wearing and figure it out and don't forget who your buddy is, kind of thing?
I think we're going to have to do something, but again, it's such a complex game that trying to figure out how to do it is really difficult. I think what we're going to do probably is do something where if you both die, then you could spawn together as a team. I don't know what other people think. We might have to do a poll and experiment and a little bit stuff like that. But that was something that I thought would be possible.
That's pretty cool.
That's a nice way of doing it. Obviously, spawning on your teammate is way out of question because it's very exploitable and incredibly unrealistic.
Right.
But equally, you know, if you spawn on, you know, one person spawns at like Kamenko and the other person spawns at Electro, it's like 40 minutes before you see each other.
You should really feed your cat, Chris.
Yeah, I suppose.
I know, right? He's going
Yeah, of course. I suppose a fresh start spawn together.
Yeah.
Because there's no gear, you can't, you know, feed someone a bunch of loot right away, and like Chris said, spawning someone on a character that's already been made. But it's just putting two fresh spawns together is actually a really good idea and an easy way. Then you just know, okay, he's wearing the red shirt and the jeans. Don't forget that, and you just kind of learn together as you guys find items that you need to remember who this person is. It's cool. I
think some of the problems that existed in vanilla DayZ, the DayZ mod, will be dealt with by automatically by the new clothing system, because previously it was literally you were one of 3 different models unless you had a ghillie suit. So you see someone in the office gear, the survivor gear, and you think, God, is that my mate or not? Whereas now you can have a red hoodie, black hoodie, green hoodie, helmet, glasses, different coloured pants and stuff. I think you'll be able to identify your teammates a lot more.
Oh yeah, and there's gonna be like gangs. People are gonna be wearing like red T-shirts. It's gonna be the Bloods versus the Crips and stuff. It's gonna be crazy.
And that's what we want to support, like that stuff. Yeah. But it really does have to be that we're taking. This is our first little steps. We want to tidy up the bugs. We've got quite a big team now, and they're just starting to really perform at a really good level. So basically, we get the alpha out. We spend a month or 2 tidying up the bugs that you can see here now, and then we start getting real ambitious, like real ambitious. I think we've got
underground base ambitious.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, all that kind of stuff. I think I'm getting some lag here. I wonder where the server's located.
We're playing on a server in either Dallas or New York. So
okay, well that wasn't very smart because we're on the other side of the world. Should we switch server?
Yeah, we can switch to Germany or the UK.
Yeah, okay. Who's this? Bro, who's this?
Oh God, don't shoot him again, Dean.
Who's this? Whoa, Brian! What the? What the?
There's a misclick. There's a misclick.
Dude, you can't do that!
Poor little bugger.
Survivor Games 2013.
Dude, you... Yeah, okay, we need to get off the New Yorks, or whatever Dallas this is. Holy crap, he's got a wrist, man. That's mine. Oh, I gotta take this off first. You get the zombies.
You've changed, Dean. I remember you telling me about your first
Hey, you
kill.
played
You
Payday with
shot
me.
around into the distance and he died and you felt
That's
bad.
my
for it. Now you're
second
just
player
mercilessly
kill
killing
ever.
People.
That's
As
my
soon as you get
second player
10,000
kill.
people watching, you're just a murderer.
Evil. Evil.
Oh, sweet. This is a battery-powered one.
For what it counts worth, I tried to shoot him in the head.
Check it out. So I can turn this on and off. It's on. Okay, maybe it's always
I
on.
may have just killed Lalua, Jordan.
No! My Hungarian hero? How dare you, sir? Poor Lulu.
Okay, that's not working. Let's change server.
Roger.
Let's not play on one on the other side of the world. Dude, I can't believe you did that. Dick move, man.
Brian. Typical Brian.
Hey!
Oh, he's got
Man, it's supposed to be Survivor Games tonight. Somebody had to die.
And dude, he had a pristine axe. Rare, one of second only to the fireman axe. And he had all this stuff. He had bandages and handcuffs and.
It's early Christmas.
Oh my god, he's got an ammo tin. And it's ruined because you shot him.
I shot him in the head, for Christ's sake.
Well, they were. Oh my god, I'm like, I can't believe it right now. I'm in shock.
The thing is, with this
Long-range
variety
strike.
of weapons, you're showing people now that feeling again that they used to get in DayZ mod when they first found a new item.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be greatly magnified because you're like, oh, it's pristine, or, oh my god, he's got this, and you've never seen half these things before. It's going to be amazing.
It's all ruined. Brian?
Oh yeah, like I'm the first person here to ruin some gear by shooting someone.
Okay, which server are we going?
SVN or...
Yeah, we can go on SVN because there's not many people on it now.
Yes,
Right.
but this is standalone.
Dude, I wanna let's shoot some zombies in this place, man. I'm totally up. Let's make Cherno ours.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that's better. Ah, damn it! Doppelganger. So this is the bug. Check out this bug. That is an awesome bug, isn't it not?
Oh, that is awesome.
And I'm gonna get killed by zombies.
Oh my god!
We have a real problem. This is the biggest blocker we have right now.
Also, the client is projecting a clone of you, but taking the feed from your client and
both of them
transferring it over.
are. Yeah, it's a real
Wow.
issue for us. A serious issue. Here we go. I'm getting hit. Brian, let's go on another server.
Oh my god, zombies everywhere and I'm bleeding.
So see, we can't release with this kind of stuff. But I mean, it's we're fingers crossed that we can get this one crossed off on Monday, and we see what knocks into us then. Sweet. Brian, whichever server I'm on, which I don't know what it is.
Alright, I'll change servers.
Dude, I'm losing blood.
Yeah, I got hit when we switched to the SVN.
Hopefully
Can
I
you self-blood bag in the current build?
Say again? Yeah, you can use blood bag, but I need to make sure he's B positive.
And before chat screams at him to bandage.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot what that was like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I really like that bandage animation. That's cool.
No!
I love the female zombies, it's so cool.
Get out! I can't! Go
And the
away!
art and the detail.
Go away!
It's a bit loud.
And the
No!
destruction. Oh my god.
R.I.P. AFM users.
No! Bugs! No, bad time for bugs! Ah!
Oh fuck.
No!
And zombies are hitting. Oh, and I'm knocked out. Let's make sure no hours, Dean.
Bleeding! Save me, Brian! Save me!
I'm unconscious in the street being eaten.
Oh, at the moment we have our servers set to 127 because it's the maximum the Steam system will display. We asked Steam if they could fix it, but they don't. I think my computer is lagging like crazy. Unless these are destroyed. No, they're not. I don't know what's going on, man. I just bandaged with one of these. I think I'm glitching. Am I desync? Yeah, I am desync. Desync. I don't know what's going on. I'm glitching like hell. I'm gonna relog. Fun times. So when people ask why is Standalone not out, this is why.
We forgive you. Dat Cherno Skyline.
See, people, they think, oh, we're just playing the game ourselves, but this is who I have to play with. Like, I can't play with Soma. I have to play with this guy.
This guy! Hey, they're bringing down all the... They brought down all those other servers. Fuck it. I'll take my chances with SVN again. SVN's the one we run, but I'm not sure. I think it's having a panic attack. Uh-oh. No, it's me! God, I can't wait till we fix this bug. This bug pisses me off so much. It also puts a huge strain on the server because people are just logging in, logging out, logging in, logging out.
Right.
It's when you turn around and you see, God damn it, I want my stuff, alright! I'm dying! We got Valve to log in and have a go of it, and they logged in and the doppelganger thing happened, and he was like, I was punching him in the face, and then I logged back in and I was unconscious. I was like, yeah, well, because the funny thing is, the thing that you can see is your actual body. You are a clone, and so he was punching himself in the head and making himself go unconscious.
That's amazing.
See, it was funny the first 2 times. Now it's just not funny. Oh. I can't even bandage myself because I can't get a bandage off my body. No, it's not. We know what it is. It's a network sync. Like the packets get sent in the wrong order, and it's not waiting on them and that kind of stuff. Anyone who's familiar with network code will probably thank Christ. Okay, I bandaged. I'm up in a building nearby. Are you in, Brian? I'm on SVN.
I'll be on in a second. I was just checking to see what was going on with the German servers.
So we need to add it as well, that it spends a little time spooling the items around you, because when you first join, because of the network bubble, it has to go, oh, crikey, you need to load in all these items, so it takes a while. Now, I make no promises if this server screws up, because it's obviously under some kind of problem. See, people say they put up with it being alpha, but to someone who doesn't know the explanation I give them back now, they'll actually run around and it'll provide a really bad experience. I just think we have to fix that bug. And it's not, you know, it's really reproducible, and any bug that's really reproducible is one you can fix. Okay, so my blood, my hunger and health are full, so my dude will start repairing himself. Brian, I might be trapped in here.
Let's say you were half dead.
As soon as I can get in, I'm coming in.
Let's say you were half dead and you got to full health and drank. Roughly, right now in development, how long would it take for you to regenerate to full health if you were to keep
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
40 minutes. Well, obviously that's subject to a lot of change, but
Right.
I mean it's a good enough place to start, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good start for sure.
I'm freaking out. This is a bit of a bug here. We need to do something about that. Should just put some road geometry in the bottom of this, Brian. Do you know why I'm stuck here?
Oh, you should be able to vault out.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good...
There you go.
Oh, whoops.
And to be quite honest, the ladder fix was the top right.
Yeah, true.
We'll readdress that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. And we definitely need to fix that because that's a real pain in the ass. I think I need you, Brian. There's a lot of these zombies here. They're killing our old bodies, I think.
Probably. Now be careful. You shouldn't be shooting people on site on this one because there's a bunch of people that play as heroes, and I don't want them to hate me. Oh, and Tommy.
Who the hell is
Tommy.
that?
Tommy in there? Oh,
The
hell
Irish
yeah.
kid from 775 group.
Someone just
Sounds
disconnected.
awesome.
So we've turned off, you guys might have noticed, we've turned off combat logging. The logout thing. Because of the doppelganger issue. Until we've resolved that, we can't turn that back on. I'm just trying to make sure that my dude's going to be healthy.
Pretty sweet gun you got there.
It's been mentioned several times, but I've seen it asked a lot. Ganic asks, cars, helis, planes, question mark.
Yeah, but those are those, you know, future things I was talking about before. There's stuff we definitely want to get into, but we have to make sure this stuff works. You can imagine the network synchronization issues that helicopters bring in and stuff like that, so we need to basically build a whole new system for that.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy, implementing that. Oof. I don't envy you guys.
No, but I mean, you know, the job's worth doing. Like I say, it's worth doing well.
Right, of course.
I'm really starting to hate myself. And by myself, I mean this goddamn clone.
Are you still getting doppelganger? It's so annoying. Okay, it appears we know one of the problems. Someone was DDoSing the servers. God damn it.
Oh, what?
Who would do
He
such
does.
a thing? I want to put in
They never
cigarettes.
sleep.
What do you guys think? Cigarettes?
Hell yeah, cigarettes and booze. Oh yeah, and coffee.
Give
Tea,
me
excuse
coffee and TV.
Tea. I love tea.
We're
too.
definitely going to have tea.
Have to have tea.
Discussed that with Shannon, and she was like, pretty much have to do that. So otherwise, you'll be very upset. So we'll have to have tea.
That sounds good to me. Actually, that sounds delicious right now. Or maybe some chai. Oof, that sounds good. Mmm.
I'm going to have some sardines. Yeah, so look, I think that's about the long and short of it. So I think our servers are getting killed right now. So I don't know whether you guys have any more questions.
I do have one that someone asked a while ago, but since you've been in Cherno, my mind was a bit too blown to ask it. When you wear a ghillie suit, will other items of clothing like helmets and bags still be visible, or will the ghillie suit prohibit things like bags?
We're still resolving that one. We haven't actually done the ghillie suit yet. We were going to do the ghillie suit, and then we did the holster instead. So it's on the list, and we'll probably resolve that one when we come down to it. I think what we'll do is it'll restrict some items, but it won't restrict them all. We might have to make it, for example, that you're not wearing any clothes underneath, because otherwise they'll clip with it. It's the same thing we do with do you Americans call it a bubble goose, a down jacket?
Called it down.
Yeah, we call it a down jacket. For some reason, our artists called it a bubble goose. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something you'd talk about in a... Who's that? Is that you, Brian? Are you glitched? You are. So everyone else can't see you're glitched, but he can. We're both playing as agents.
A bubble goose? Is that what you called it? A bubble
Well,
goose?
hey, that's not what I call it. I call it a down jacket.
Bubble goose.
Yeah. Yeah, were there any other questions?
Bubble goose sounds like some kind of crazy prison slang.
Yeah, it does. Oh, you make me want to play Prison Architect now. Oh, I can put torch on.
I want you to be my bubble.
Did he have a battery in that? No,
I'll be your bubble goose, Brian. I'll be your bubble goose.
Whatever you do, Dean, don't start playing Starbound, or this game will never be released.
Yeah, I know. This is why I keep saying, like, I'm not allowed to play.
Ooh, I want to play that so bad. Looks
I'm
good.
not allowed to play games that I haven't already played yet, in case I get to. Oh man, the server's getting something really nasty's happening to this server. I think we're going to have to call it.
Well, now I just feel like playing DayZ. Thanks a lot.
I know, right? Dual stream, maybe?
I'm actually about to start, yeah.
We should do a mega, like, bro-op when it comes out.
Grow up from hell, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Occupy Cherno.
I'll be the guy
Occupy
that just runs
Cherno!
in. I'll be the Leroy Jenkins guy that runs in. That's my stuff.
Well, what we're doing, we're actually getting made some of that, you know, you see that riot gear stuff and like hockey armor and that? So the idea being one person can set themselves up as the tank and run in with like an axe. Because you can't really use the axe and the bat around other players because you end up hitting them. So, I think the idea will be to have someone set up as the tank and they have all this gear on so they can't be made to bleed and then they just run in.
I've actually tried to do that before. I've had like 3 or 4 people, viewers from the chat, grab hatchets and crowbars, and they're the meat shield that runs in. Problem is, it only takes like 2 shots to take him down. So it's really pathetic to watch him attempt to run out.
Just flailing around.
Just instant death, like 1 shot and they're done. So much for the wall. Oh, man,
But that's
awesome.
that's interesting with this new ability to customize weapons and your clothing and everything. You really can have defined roles. Like if you find an armored jacket, you can have a guy on point who can actually take a shot to the chest without dying, and then your sniper can have a ghillie suit, but he sacrifices being able to use other parts of other equipment. I think you're making such an amazing system that's so flexible. People will be able to tell their stories however they want.
Yeah.
I remember when we talked about putting in the M4 and actually what attachments we were going to implement, which was quite a while ago. I think it was beginning of the summer. We were sitting around a table in the room that our animators were in at the time, and essentially we were trying to think of attachments that would effectively allow the weapon to become a platform for multi-roles. So someone could find a coupled magazine, and then they would essentially be the closest thing you get to support. Someone could find a bipod and an ACOG, and that could be your marksman, and so on and so forth. So that just one weapon could effectively be many things to many different types of players.
That's
I
awesome.
think the server's being DDoS, bro. Nah, we don't have a lot more to show anyway. So yeah, I think we'll just
at
answer
this point
some
everyone's
questions.
mind is blown from Cherno anyway.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Like it's so much better than I even imagined it could be.
I didn't realize you had added so much of that the extra residential area.
Oh yeah, and this is
Dude.
just, you got to remember, this is a tiny part of the map. There is masses of other stuff in the map to be seen.
So we can expect to see expansive cities that we haven't seen before then.
Yeah, not as expansive as this. This is definitely the biggest one. This is
Right,
because
right,
we discussed this way early on when I for months. How long was it? Like 4 or 5 months to these buildings. So it was a bit of a risk.
Oh,
we were a bit worried about it, but
they were the Moby Dick of the Chernobyl.
you were the Moby Dick of Cherno. There were lots of arguments over this one.
Is Electro amplified like this as well, or is it just revamped but not
revamped? Revamped a lot. Oh, push X and do the whole surrender thing. Yeah, I think it's X. Yeah, there you go.
Dash. Gonna get you. Oh, is that? That's Brian.
That's Brian.
Character.
How about up north, Dean? Are there any other kind of villages up north like Starry and Novi, which are kind of, you know, classic places to fight? Are they expanded at all? Or is the main kind of massive revamp down on the coast?
All over the map's revamped, but this is the only thing that's been made to look super urban. The rest of them are villages that just make them look really good.
Well, I think the way the map team approached things was they went in, they cleaned up the villages, made them look more attached to the landscape, and then I think the important thing for, I guess speaking as somebody that played the mod extensively, is the world does not represent what it used to be. You'll think of, like, it's hard to get out of this mindset of like, oh, you got Novi and Starry and Vybor and those towns up north. They're not the same kind of towns anymore. There's military encampments, there's farms, almost every structure is iterable, so the entire perspective on what the map means just is completely different. I've had people come in to play the mod, try to play the game, and all the old methods just don't work because you can't play it like you play the mod. It's far less arcadey and far more serious.
That is good to hear.
Sounds good. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are just sigh of relief.
Yeah. Because right now, I mean, I admit, I run and gun and just try to murder people and just I'm kind of ready for that next level to be serious in the game, and I struggle to find that with some of the endless amount of mods that are coming out.
Yeah.
Like Overwatch and whatnot, and all these other mods that are coming out. Sure, there's some great ones like Battle Royale that come along, but I'm ready to have more of a rustic, zombie apocalyptic feel. So
I guess a good example, Jordan, would be I'll use a specific area that almost nobody would pass through in the mod, which would be, I believe it's Pavlovo, which is a small town south of Zelenogorsk. I mean, it's in the mod, it's like 1 or 2 interval buildings that have a low chance of industrial, not even industrial, residential loot. It's a pass-through stop if you're trying to get to the grocery store in Zeleno. And near this town, which again, almost every structure in the town is interval and generates loot, there's a military base / kind of government complex in the middle of a forest. And the interesting thing is you stumble across it as you're going through the woods. You're like, oh, all of a sudden there's a concrete fence and there's these outline like guard posts. And you get inside and it's laid out, I don't want to say organically, but like you would expect something like this to be. Like the military base that you can explore just outside of Mishak in the Czech Republic, old Soviet military base. You just stumble across it in the forest, and there's a tech building there, there's a hospital there, there's extensive military buildings, and it's all kind of covered by this tree canopy. So when the light comes through the trees, it has this really like this forgotten place feeling in the middle of a forest. And
that's awesome.
All of a sudden, Pavlovo is a destination. And that's repeated so many times across the map. These areas that you would never go are now interesting.
So everyone taking their common routes up towards Starry, they're going to be bumping into, wait a minute, that wall over there wasn't there before, and you go in and there's some kind of authentic, kind of natural feeling area that is going to start to become the place you go on your way to Starry, or the place to go instead of Starry.
Hey, Brian, let's go down to Cherno.
Oh, you're going downtown?
Yeah, I think so. I think the server's recovered, or they've stopped.
Yeah, alright.
That's the spirit, Dean.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to walk down there, so...
Well, I want to show the plane crash off. I mean, look, I don't feel so bad us showing off a lot of this stuff, because it's still going to be fun for people to explore it anyway, I think. Do you know the way, Brian?
It is going to be so trolly coming
through
this
area.
area.
Take us there.
Oh, there's going to be so many snipers in these apartment buildings.
Yep.
People are going to start taking over their own floors and having their own little camping areas.
That's why I just think
It's
teamwork.
gonna be epic.
It won't be that necessarily everybody's nice. It's not going to be like a Canada server or anything, but you know, people are.
Cannon's like, oh hell no.
They're gonna team up. There's an incentive to team up, but not necessarily to cooperate with everyone.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Well, you just wait until there's more Canadians in there because you're going to be quite surprised with our decisions and our actions.
If the New Zealanders and Canadians were only played DayZ, it would be wonderful. It would just be a lovely.
It'd be a lovely society.
Canadians never cease to surprise me with their actions.
They normally just share their beans and cola with me.
Yep.
They just share.
What about maple syrup? Oh my god, put
Canadian
maple syrup in the
ketchup?
game!
Canadian
Definitely don't
ketchup.
Oh, we've got guys. We've got cheesecake as well.
In the game.
In real life.
No. Sorry, in real life.
I'm sorry, that was not fair.
Everyone else is disappointed, but you're happy with that.
So we've been working solid for like, I don't know, 3 days or something, and after this we're just going to play a hell of a lot of games. I don't know whether what you guys are playing, but
I think Shannon stumbled across something rather important. I mean, you probably couldn't afford the Red Bull license for an energy drink in the game, but maybe just canned maple syrup will do the trick.
It's pretty good. As long as you drink water with it, you can drink a bottle of maple syrup.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not so bad.
I might not
Yeah.
be Canadian, but I am from the Pacific Northwest. I do enjoy a good maple syrup.
But Shannon will end up getting like an IV bag and then trying to put the maple syrup in it. And going, why is there no creation option here? I want that one straight into my veins.
hey, hold up, Brian. So see how we came from one area? There's another whole area like that over in that direction.
And I think there's
Oh,
actually
wow.
another one.
Yeah, there is. There's 3 of them.
In between Prague and Cherno, right on the other side of the highway that runs north out of Cherno.
It was just massive now. That's so cool.
I don't know. There's some bug at the moment with the zombies. I reckon it's Blimmin' Andra. I reckon his zombie changes.
Yeah, it might be. When I
Wasn't
left,
there
we were
more
working
zombies
on
in here
zombies.
before? This is more like
Yeah.
the road than zombies.
Yeah, there was like, if I remember correctly, 400 potential zombie spawn locations in the Chernobyl.
So I know you've talked about item and loot spawns and stuff like that a little bit ago. And I know there's a lot of M4s and military weapons in this build you're currently playing on. But when the game does come out and military weapons are found in military areas, residential items in residential areas, medical stuff in hospitals, etc., is there still going to be rare opportunities where you do find that M4 maybe in the hospital or in a house, or blood bags in an industrial building somewhere in a city or something like that? Or maybe
Yes,
out in the country?
so we do have that sort of rare nature. It's something that's going to be changing a great deal, like a lot. As we balance. So basically what the designers have done is they've gone through and placed these little spawn points at all these buildings all through the world. Brian, we should see if there's a fire axe in the fire station. And now they're going through and they're adding some specialised stuff. So I don't know whether we're going to get it all done in time for the alpha, for it to be properly done. But there's, yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome. Okay, so there's there's the famous Cherno Hotel. Respite with damage.
Oh, wow, that's so good.
That is awesome. Holy crap.
Some clothes and some tools.
Is the fire station / police station still going to be military grade loot?
No.
Or-
It's all like its own kind of custom stuff.
Okay, so it'll be. Is it from the horse's mouth? Is it a fire station or a police station?
It's fire
What do you call
station. This actually exists.
Yeah, if you look, it's one of the few Easter eggs I've actually put out there. Is if you look at some of my tweets, they have a geolocation on them when I tweet DayZ Daily stuff. And you click on the geolocation, even though it says Germany, it's just Google's issue. And look at Street View.
Dude, we got company.
Turn around, and you will face this structure in real life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy looking.
No way.
God
And the
damn,
actual,
stupid
the
mouse.
airfield, I went to, when I was in the Air Force, I went to Bulgaria to do some work. And the below the airfield, some of the buildings and stuff are so similar to how it actually looked over there. It's creepy how similar it is.
Dean, we have some Oh, you have rocket aviators.
Was that your mouse again, dude?
This is the hunter pants. So awesome.
Show your clothes
So you
off.
can get-
Show that outfit out, girl.
Ah, I'm working it. I am
You are
working
What
it.
is going on in here? There's a bipod at the top of the fire station tower.
A bipod, I've got one.
Oh, okay.
The fuck is that? Handcuff. Oh, what? Bleep, beep! Beep!
Beep.
Oh! Yeah!
Blitnack.
Did you find an FNX optic?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Oh,
Like you can tell what
yeah.
optic he got by this laugh. That's impressive.
That's the pistol optic laugh.
Oh, that is so sick. Oh my lord.
Oh, yeah. Ah!
Oh, that is so cool.
I don't have any ammo!
This game right now.
Coming down.
Ah! No!
Pistol optics. That is the best thing. It makes me so happy.
That is sick.
I thought you had no ammo, Dean.
Oh, I had no ammo for the pistol. God damn it. Stop getting involved, Dad. You're not my mom, Dad.
Do the zombies still have loot on them when they die?
No, not at the moment. It was too much of a lag issue. Oh, what the hell. Oh, at least I didn't break my legs. I was getting excited. I found that freaking optic. Love that optic. Yeah, no, a lot of lag problems. So we have to deal with stuff carefully. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I see. When you went up the stairs there, you can still do the old bug where you can mouse wheel down through the wall and get on the outside by clicking on the ladder.
Yeah, we want to redo how all that stuff works, but it's going to take time.
So here's a question. At release, when the game's completely good to go, 100% good to go, what do you envision for the zombie count in a city like Cherno or Electro? Whenever there's, like, let's say, several players in the city.
I think you any more than 200, and it just kills performance way too much for zombies. But what we're probably going to do is spawn them from outside and have them wander in. That's, I think, the achievable
good,
thing.
yeah.
Who knows? Like, if we, it just depends. Like, we've got to balance so many different parts of the bubble and stuff like that. You get a lot of desync. Desync's not so bad now because of the bubble. So you don't get desync from other stuff.
So you're only synced with other people inside each other's bubble radius, is that right?
Well, you're only synced within your bubble radius. But it means that if you're flying around at the moment... okay, yeah, there's zombies. Brian! Brian!
Wow. They would have stood there in a line, like, come at me, bro. Oh god, they look so smooth when they drop.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's going to be even better when we get the ragdoll. You got that one, Brian? Brian, behind us! I think.
Wow, that looks so cool.
Wait, what the hell? I don't know, I'm freaking out. I'm buzzing out,
You
man.
are freaking out, man.
I'm freaking out, Jerry! Yeah. Sorry, I don't know, you might have asked questions and I didn't reply to them.
Just forget the questions, this just looks incredible.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly, I could just sit and watch this.
Oh, I can't wait to see the streams, and I can't wait to see what modders do as well. Like, because you don't really get to see a lot of the architecture changes, and that's the, we spend so long doing the architecture changes, it's going to take us a long time to do the content stuff. But once we bring out the supportive modding, if we can do it in such a way that's a bit more structured than what we did previously, I think the results are going to be just superb.
Holy crap, this looks cool. The hotel looks great. Wow.
I totally agree with
Plane.
what's...
Oh my lord.
I know, that looks absolutely incredible. What you said is so true, so man. People like us that have played it for so long, you get to the point that you kind of experience pretty much every scenario that can ever happen, and it gets to the point that's just like, shoot everyone, whatever.
Right.
And this is going to add so much depth that's going to take us back from this current era of Call of Duty style mods for DayZ, where you spawn and you're parachuting from the sky and you've got assault rifles already and everyone's got a ghillie suit and a sniper rifle, like that kind of COD mentality. And it's going to bring you back to the point that you're genuinely kind of intimidated everywhere you go, and everything's so new that you're almost going to be pressured into having to think the scenario through. Should I shoot this guy? Should I talk to them? I think it's going to be classic DayZ from the the classic era when we all used to play it for the first time all over again, but amplified tenfold.
And I think when sickness becomes part of it, that's when things will get really interesting. Because you'll need to decide, am I going to take what I need, or am I going to try and work with someone?
Right.
There's just so many new variables to it.
And just seeing the depth of the game, it makes me want to, like Sacro just said, stop kind of killing everybody. And it makes me want to kind of be a hero. It makes me want to kind of take those handcuffs and arrest bandits instead of just shooting them. I want to see what happens when I try to arrest someone, or when I try to kind of have fun with the roleplay aspect and not just Call of Duty. It just, the interest is there now. It's really cool.
What we haven't shown is how satisfying it is to actually melee kill the zombies. I find that pretty good. This is the first time I've actually found an M4 in a proper mission and actually been able to run around with it.
Will there be brass knuckles? You were punching zombies earlier.
Oh, actually, Lemonade, that's a good idea.
Actually.
That's a really good idea. God damn it, I keep saying we shouldn't have magazines appearing, and I thought we fixed this. I guess we haven't re-binarized the loot, so it's understandable, I guess. Okay, well this went on a little bit longer than I was expecting. We should play some games now, man.
Yeah. Done.
Some games going. Oh, the zombies run on the docks as well.
Yeah. Which startled the hell out of me. Well, I'll just go over here, and the zombie goes straight for me. What is going on?
Everyone's favourite.
You can go in the hotel and actually climb up.
No. It was that or do the new buildings, and the problem is we couldn't replicate lots of the hotels around. It would look stupid. But it's on my list of things I want to do. We just need to hire more artists, because this needs to be redone. But also we're getting to the problem. There's a lot of polygons and a lot of texture used with the plane. So yeah, it's all a big balancing act. If we can improve, if we can optimize the way DayZ is using the GPU, then we can do a bit more. And we also need to improve the occlusion culling as well.
I love the plane in the building. That's so cool. Oh, man.
Are there more things out there, like classic places in Cherno that people are used to seeing that are going to be completely different, like the Red Barn in Starry smashed down, or at the airfield there's like a crash chopper in the middle of it or something? Is there going to be more kind of cool?
I mean,
sorry, not the answer I was looking for, to be honest. If you could elaborate.
I almost had because my optics on my ACOG are broken. So I saw a form. I thought it was a zombie coming at me. It was actually me.
Sorry, I missed that question because Brian was shooting at me. Wow, I've actually seen this building.
What you were saying, Chris, something I'd like to add on to that, that I noticed rather early when I was starting to explore some of the areas that I've been put in. The way movement works now, being able to jump rather than vault or do like the Shack Tack bunny hop or something, it actually allows, because of how many buildings are enterable and how the certain things are laid out, it allows for a certain amount of, I hate to use this term, but DayZ parkour, where that encampment I was telling you about south of Pavlovo, the way they had laid it out, I discovered rather rapidly that traditionally you go into a hospital, you think there's maybe there's 2 ways out, right? The front door, and then, well, maybe 3 if you count both ladders. 3 ways out of the hospital. But now, because of the fact that you can jump off things onto roofs from other roofs and such, I was able actually to go up, because I couldn't get in front of the hospital because there was players there and I was stalking them. So I went over to the tech building, jumped from the roof of the tech building to the roof of the hospital, climbed down to the subroof of the hospital, and then jumped in from the subroof through a window on the 3rd floor into the back of the hospital and snuck up behind them. And I've encountered this kind of stuff like in Zelenogorsk, where essentially it's completely redone Zelenogorsk, and it's more of a naturally connected to the transfer. There's landings and stuff. I was able to jump from a landing that one structure's on to the roof of another and completely bypass like a zombie risk or get to loot that I wouldn't normally be able to. And it added this whole new way of looking at the game horizontally instead of just traditionally vertically.
That makes me so happy to hear that. That's so awesome.
God, we need to redo this action system though. Oh, it's a nightmare. Sorry, carry on.
So I was going to say, one of the limiting factors of DayZ is how simplistic a lot of the buildings are. And it's like you run in a house or you run in a hospital or something, and pretty much one person with one gun can lock you down. So adding a more vertical aspect, and if we can like vault between buildings, that's going to add so much more. There's going to be so much more for players to look out for. You know, you might run in a building and then look out the window and think, oh god, that guy's going to be out there because this is the only door I can come out of, and he might be vaulting up onto some ledge somewhere to hit you through another window. So it's going to add a lot more to the combat, and that's very exciting to hear. Here's an interesting question, Dean. In the new engine, the in-game VoIP, is it possible that it could be affected by walls or foliage, so you might be able to hear someone muttering behind a wall, or is it just going to be crystal clear VoIP as long as you're within the
yeah, we want to do that. We want to do a whole bunch of sound sampling changing. The first thing I want to do though is get the helmets to change the sample noise, and same with being inside. So once we do that, then we'll be able to look at more advanced stuff, I think.
Please, if you can avoid the lawsuit, please add the Bane mask. So you can just walk up behind someone and be like, hello there.
Oh, I don't know whether they have... I don't know how that works. Yeah, we probably don't have... Who is that? Is that Warner Brother money? Probably don't have Warner Brother money.
That's probably Warner Brother money.
But yeah, that would be interesting actually. You know, I mean, maybe you could even say you had a person handcuffed. You could apply the duct tape item to their face and actually bind them from being able to shout out to their teammates.
Oh, that makes me...
How cool would that be?
Do that, please. That is such a good idea. Oh.
Craig hasn't.
That's such a good idea. Holy crap.
Yeah, we can do a lot of stuff like that.
And then you can like make them tap, like press E, so they can like use their tongue to lick the tape, so that it's.
It would just be kind of interesting, right? Because like you're running along in the forest with your teammate, and then all of a sudden they go, and you go back and find them, and they're handcuffed, and they're going, and you run up and you like remove duct tape, and like it's behind you, and there's you turn around, there's a guy aiming a gun at you. So many cool things you could do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jeez, I wondered who that was, Brian. One of you left.
It was me. I was chasing a zombie.
This place looks pretty picked clean. I think someone's been here before.
I know there's no, obviously there's no vehicles or choppers, but can players still find little events like chopper crashes scattered around?
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, we're like I say, we've just been so busy with this stuff. We want to do some of that sort of stuff, but most of all, I want to make stuff player generated, so players will generate the events essentially, like not deliberately, but they'll crash or they'll do this or that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point, actually. I feel that the crash choppers added one of the handful of random elements to DayZ, because the map is relatively static, and once you've learnt it, you've learnt it. And there's always, even to this day, that little spike of joy. You played thousands of hours of it, but there's that spike of joy when you see your first crash. Not your first crash.
I think we can do that. We can do that, but we need to make sure it's up to the level of quality. So we'd want to do sort of some kind of procedurally deformed crater and all that kind of stuff. If we're going to do it, again, it's like everything else. If we're going to do it, then we do it right.
Right.
I mean, I suppose you could maybe have the server look around and find like a 3,000 meter bubble where there are no players, or where there are players near, maybe, and just cause a massive explosion sound at those coordinates, and then spawn the chopper in. So people from all the surrounding villages will hear this massive crash and be like, chopper, and everyone floods towards it.
Yeah.
Things like that would be kind of a really interesting way to put a new twist on the choppers.
Yeah, like eventually one day down the line, people are going to get used to standalone as well. And those chopper crashes, like Sacco said, those random things that kind of change the tide of what's happening with your character and what items you're finding really do affect it so much. And then all of a sudden, this area in this empty field which was useless before, is now a camping spot or something like that.
Exactly.
Adds so
I mean, how
much.
tense is it when you find a chopper site and you approach with your binoculars, you're scanning all the woods, you're scanning the chopper itself to see if the weapons are still there. You're kind of thinking, is someone here waiting, or has someone looted it already? It adds so much, and think out, it's a relatively binary thing. You found a loot spawn, but because of the nature of randomness, and you never know how long it's been there and so on, it really adds a lot to the game.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I think we need to put quite a lot of effort into that kind of stuff. But I think it's a matter of finding the right time that we actually put that stuff together. Right. Hey, Brian, there's a blood test kit here. Could you test your blood? We'll see if we're compatible. What was I? Be positive.
Sure.
Yeah, probably not.
That's not a good idea.
My tags say be positive. Let's see what
Chloe's been telling me they've been playing blood bag roulette.
Oh my god, is that where you have an infected blood bag with the other ones?
No, they take blood from one person who they don't know the blood's. That's right, eh? But yeah, take the blood from someone they don't know, and then you mix it all up, and then you take one and hope it's your right blood. Otherwise, you get hemophilic shock.
Be positive.
You'll be positive.
I like the way you say hemophilic shock with such joy.
Yeah. Okay, look, we need to go because we need to play video games. We've only got 2 computers and 3 of us, so.
What do you guys
I can go get
play?
my other laptop somewhere around here. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Right, okay, are there any more questions?
I don't think there are lots more questions. It's, if you need to go, you've blown the lid off DayZ Chinaris, which I think is a journal, which I think is a gift in itself.
No one wants to know the release date or anything like that, so I think you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah!
He's restrained me, you bastard! You bastard!
Can you still run around? You said you can run around.
Yeah, I'm walking around. I'm walking around now.
Person?
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end this, man. I'm gonna end it.
Don't do it, Dean. Don't do it.
Oh!
No. Knocked out.
Oh.
So now I could respawn here if I wanted.
Oh, in the kidneys.
Hicks wins Survivor games.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow, just that alone is like an amazing addition to the game.
Dan, you should see my screen. You literally made it onto the ledge.
Holy crap! I did. I'm literally
That's
standing.
amazing.
Take a screenshot, man. You have to tweet that out. Oh, I don't have fraps running. You'll need to. Oh yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, and yeah, see, everyone can call me a liar because I remember a while ago I said there was no way that we were ever going to do walking around restrained. And then one day the animators did it, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Oh, now I just want to play. This is...
Soon!
Damn it.
Soon. Very soon. But we need to fix that other stuff. Otherwise, you can imagine you got 50,000 people trying to play it, and they're all glitching out, and they're all trying to do it at the same time, and it massively increases ping for everyone else. It'd just be a nightmare. So we get that fixed, we push the button, and it's all good. And then everybody can complain. So I think we'll call that a day. Thank you guys for coming in and helping. It's really hard to do the stream if you don't have someone to talk to. Look forward to doing some bro ops and bro S ops, Shannon.
Well, now I want to play, so that's what I'm gonna go do.
That's fine.
Fun. Thanks a lot for letting me hang out. It was good times.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to take a moment to just thank Brian and Dean for taking the time to show the standalone today on behalf of everyone in the chat. I'm sure, well, it blew me away. It was way beyond my expectations. So I'm sure I speak for everyone when I'd say thank you, Brian and Dean, for showing us the game today.
No worries. Thanks everyone for being patient.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
I can't hold it in.
Okay, I'm going to push the button. It's going to end.
Alright, bye.